Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, and of course, this is the Resort Recon Live podcast where myself and my group of usual suspect friends we kind of get together and nerd out about theme parks, which is what we so love to do. Take you guys questions, give you guys, you know, our opinions and insights onto what's going on with the world of theme parks, but most importantly, to just talk about the things that we enjoy about the theme parks and kind of how it all snowballs down from there, like decorating your house or well, I'll bring that up a little later. But first of all, I want to say thank you so much to Barry Place 28, who is with us today. So good to see you, my dear. How are you?
Thank you, Lorena. It's great to be here, and I'm doing well. And it looks like we have a bunch of people in the chat, which is awesome this morning. I love it.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So let me see. Before I welcome everyone, Erica's going to be here in a little bit. Little bit. She's going to be here in a little bit. No worries. So if you guys are wondering, and Ron's a little tied up today, so unfortunately he won't be able to make it. This regards. Let's see. First of all, Tom, you had neck surgery. Oh
You
my
did.
goodness. You know what? Yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that coming up. So just like Snortapoopa says, hello, polar bear from Pinellas County says, hello, hoping for a quick and full recovery. Absolutely, 100%. And Snortapoopas, I hope that you are staying safe because you guys up there, like west, the western part of Florida, up to the the curve in the Panhandle, you guys got hit pretty good by Hurricane Helene. So I hope you're doing well and staying safe. Let's see, we got Kimberly Ann Hart in the chat. Good to see you, my dear. Good to see you. Of course, Barry Place is saying good morning, everyone. Welcome,
Hmm.
welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Vanta Crew is here. I'm loving. Oh my gosh, I love that avatar. I love that avatar. Is that
Yeah,
Tigger
it,
for
it was just
Halloween?
brilliant. I
I
love it.
love that. That is
Always
so
good to see
funny.
Vanta.
Yeah, always pops in, and of course now to the avatar, I'm like, yeah. So some people, a lot of people I know by the names, but if I see a certain avatar, I'm like, I know who that
Yeah,
is immediately,
that's
and
funny.
I love it, and I can't help but smile. Let's see. Goofar35 says, do not forget your hurricane cake at Publix along with fried chicken and pub sub. I did get the fried chicken. I did get a pub sub the day before, but apparently some Karen complained and now there are no longer any hurricane cakes at Publix.
Seriously?
Seriously. And this was a tradition for I don't know how long that whenever there was a hurricane, Publix would make these hurricane cakes, like go away, eat it, or stuff like that. And people wanted to see that because just to see the kind of creativity that the bakers would have. It's
Hmm.
just here, it's
But
oh sorry, go ahead, my dear.
no, I was gonna say it's kind of like, hey, this is our sense of, hey, it's a serious thing, but we're making fun of it. We're having a good time. And when someone complains about something like that, it's like really you're ruining it for everyone else. So if you don't like it, then don't buy it. Don't go to the store. What's the
I
big deal?
know. Don't bother with it. It's a thing in Florida. It's like we know hurricanes have been hitting here since Ponce de Leon showed up, okay? And part of the ways of dealing with it is the humor. It's like hurricane parties. Don't
Hmm.
eat all your hurricane snacks. We're just like we're taking bets. What kind of, strength is it going to be? It's like it's something that you have to learn to deal with or leave. Like if you go to the West Coast, especially Southern California, you either learn how to deal with the earthquakes or you wind up leaving. But yeah, it's a
Right.
shame that because a small vocal group of people complained, a well known tradition is like gone. Ugh. But you can make up your own hurricane cakes at home, and I'm pretty sure there's people putting those online, which is even better. Hey, Bonzo, good to see you, my dear. Good to see you as always. As always, you are very, very, very welcome, Tom. If we want you to have a quick and safe recovery, speedy and safe recovery. Snorty Poopa says the bear cave is high and dry. All right. But parts of my town on the intercoastal are messed up, but not as bad as
Mm.
Florida. Yeah.
Uh,
I saw pictures. Fort, I call it, I shouldn't call it Fort Misery, but I do because I've had to visit relatives there many times because it's so freaking hot. There's nothing to do.
mm,
But at least it's better than Arcadia, which is, ooh, I'll talk about that on Welcome to Florida one day, my relatives in Arcadia. But yeah, that storm swell, it's like you have the winds that hit when the hurricane makes landfall. And then the back end of the hurricane, you've got storm and the water swell that comes
ooh.
up. So yeah, it's pretty bad. But I will say I gotta give props to my governor, Ron DeSantis, because he's had um, live streams up from days before the hurricane started to advise people on what to do, where you can get help. Um, that lineman, I mean, you've probably seen pictures. Like, I don't know who put the pictures out, but they had a photo over by Universal Orlando, and there were all of these electric, lineman trucks that were lined up to get power back online as soon as possible. So I have to say, our governor was right on time with letting people know how to stay safe. And of course, if you're from out of town and you're visiting during that time period and you're like, what do you do? What do I do? What do I do? Well, we're going to talk about that a little bit later because your girl has spent many trips down here during hurricane season. So we're going to talk about that. And yes, Tom F., it is Florida culture. You got that right.
Mm-hmm.
It is Florida culture. You save your snacks, you eat your hurricane snacks, and save up your strength because you got to start cleaning up after the storm is over. So that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Let's see. And yep, the storm is over. We're gonna talk about it. We are going to talk about it. So let's go ahead and get started today's show. Of course, we're going to have theme park hurricane survival tips. We're also going to talk about one of my favorite addictions, which is Loungefly bags. And with Halloween and with Christmas coming up, especially Christmas, that's usually when people really go into the Loungefly type of stuff. So we're going to talk about that. Before we
Mm.
do, of course, starting out with a couple of fun topics. So I saw this picture on Twitter and it just brought back a host of memories for me. What do you think of when you see this, Barry Blaze?
I mean, that's nostalgia right there. I mean, the you don't see stuffed animals like that hang around. They have them all separated into this nice individual. Mickey's over here, Pooh Bear's over here, all that stuff. That's like old school. Just hey, I want to go grab a stuffed animal, and your parents would let you pick anything you wanted when you were a kid. It was awesome.
Yeah, folks, this is a nostalgia picture of the Disney store. If you ever had a Disney store near where you lived, it was like if you couldn't go to Disney World or you missed a trip that year or you just wanted an infusion of Disney magic, you would go to the Disney store. And of course, they had all the stuff up front, but in the back, they had the screen that was running either some kind of Disney movie or shorts. And then, of course, you had the massive pile of stuffies, and they were
Hmm.
nice and organized in the beginning of the day.
But by the end of the day,
During the
yeah,
end of the
forget it.
day, yeah, it looks like this because the kids are like picking them up, going through. diving into diving into the pile of stuffed animals, usually the little tiny kids would. But it was just fun to pick up these, these stuffed animals and see which new ones were there, which characters were there, and it was just an absolute blast. And now they're either uh, they're either gone or you have to go to like an outlet store. Hey, Dylan, good
Hmm.
to see you. You have to go to like an outlet store. It's been a while. Yeah, they're very few and far between now. And there's a new one I have not gone to, but I need to make it a point to visit. There is a Disney store that's on International Drive, and I haven't been there yet. But I miss those stores.
Yeah, they don't have very many. I can't even talk this morning. They don't have very many around either here. It almost seems like they're like, well, we offer a lot more online, and you can get some of the stuff from the parks online that you can't get from the store anymore. And they're just staying away from the whole retail thing because then they don't have to pay for rent in a building or whatnot. So it's kind of sad. But like you said, I mean, it was fun going to the stores because when you couldn't go to the theme parks, you could actually go there, and you might not be able to get all the theme park stuff, but you could still buy a lot of cool Disney stuff. And like you said, I miss the old screen in the background there where they play movies from their different films up there. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah, I absolutely loved it. Although I will say the Disney store fed my addiction on Disney princess designer dolls, and I'm looking up because I've got four of them
Oh wow.
up here above my studio. I'm almost kind of embarrassed how much I paid for them, but they're probably worth quite a bit of money now. But yeah, I love the Disney store. It's like when you couldn't get to mouse gear, which is the coolest. I would hear kids like, "Yeah, it's okay." Mostly teenagers. Like, "Yeah,
Hmm.
it's okay, but it's not mouse gear." And a cast member said, "Yeah, we get that a lot." But they said we don't mind being compared to mouse gear because what could beat mouse gear? You know. Of course, mouse gear is gone, y'all, because
Hmm.
Epcot renovation. So they kicked that out and put into its place. It's so soulless. I could rip on the creation shop for such a long time because it's like you go one of the hallmarks of Disney. This is going to dovetail into something that Barry Place sent me. One of the things about the old school Disney store, when you look, there's like purposeful placement, and it makes it look like nowhere else.
Hmm.
With all of like the statues and the carvings and the placement, it makes it look like you're in a subsection of the park, and you really don't feel like you're in a mall store, really, when you go into a Disney store from back in the day. And that's what they've taken out with the Epcot renovation over at the Creation Shop. It looks like any store in a mall. It looks like a
Hmm.
you know what?
Oh, it
It
looks
looks like
worse.
a Primark. Yeah, it's worse. It looks like a Primark, although I'll argue Primark actually has a better reason because they started that way, and there's a reason why that shop is that way. And with Epcot, it shouldn't be like that. But what definitely shouldn't be like that, and I'm gonna let Barry Place take the lead on this as you sent me the picture.
Hmm.
Let us know exactly what this is here.
So, and this is from Five Fires, just to let everyone know from Twitter's account. And basically, they are redoing the Bayou Country, which used to be Critter Country, and they're getting everything ready for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. But they also have Pooh's Corner, which is a store over there, and they have the Winnie the Pooh ride. Right
Mhm.
next to Pooh's Corner, they've decided to put in a new water fountain. And this is the idea they had for a new water fountain. Now, I don't know about you, but this looks like it's just a regular water fountain. They said, you know what, we need to make it Pooh eyes. So, you know what, we'll put some honey pots on top with some honey dripping down below to make it look kind of stylized. And oh, you know what, let's do the funny H2O play, with H2 honey, type thing, which is it's cute. But the blue part it just stands out, and you're like, what did they do and why? Because it makes no sense. It's like their idea of theming is, let's slap some stuff onto it and it'll be fine. And Imagineering, it never used to be like that. Imagineering would say, okay, let's make this a full beehive where it looks like honey is pouring out like water, and let's have bees down below or something. They would totally turn this into so much better. This with a couple honey pots on top just looks lame. I don't know how to describe it. It's terrible.
It's it's bad. It it looks like they just wanted to do the least amount of theming possible, and it looks half-assed. If I put on my nerd cap, if I look at this as an Imagineer, it's like H2. How are you going to put water and a honey together? I mean, if it was a beehive, I could kind of see that with little bees with water bottles,
Right.
lining up and saying, "Hey, stay hydrated." I could see that. Like, okay, this is a hive. This is where everybody goes to load up and get water, even if you have,
Hmm.
the even better, just like Pooh and Piglet and everyone else, go in there to get it. But some kind of, not just, hey, Key, we got this extra feature here. We're just gonna dump it on top of a water bottle display. It's like there isn't that leap of visual logic that tells me, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Then go ahead and do
Hmm.
that.
Oh, I love that comment. He says, "It looks like something you'd see at the Six Flags." Exactly. And you know
Yes.
what? But that's my whole point. If you're gonna do something like you and I had talked about, do a beehive and put something that says "Stay hydrated." That would have been cute, But instead, no, they've got to do something where it's like, well, let's just throw something onto it to make it look like it's part of poo, and let's leave it at that. It's like there's no it's like, oh, we don't spend a lot of money, so let's see what we can do just to make it work for us. And seriously, this looks terrible. I mean, at least in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, they try to theme the water bottle area. I mean, come on.
Yeah, at least they're kind of like it's distressed, and it kind of fits in
Mm-hmm.
with the whole, you know, land that the galaxy forgot kind of theme. So it's like, okay, that works. But this, it's it looks awful. And like with Imagineering is art and engineering to create something that has
Mm-hmm.
never been. It immerses you, it immerses you in different way. You look at it and it's just kind of like, wow, how they do that, or I hadn't thought about that. But someone's opinion who I'd like to get, and hopefully it's just that she just has her has her camera off. Hey, Erica, how you doing?
Good. Busy, busy day, busy season.
I saw that popcorn cart picture.
Yeah, about that. The first 5 tries were kind of a fail, so I'm still figuring it out.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get there. You'll get there, my dear. Oh, what do you think of this? When you look at this, what's your first impression? The picture we got up
That honey's gonna come out of it.
there.
Hope you brought your pastries.
Can you imagine a self-serve honey machine?
I mean, under the right circumstances, I think it'd be good, but it'd be a pain to clean it, get all sticky. Is this over at the Winnie the Pooh attraction at the
This is
ride?
right next to Pooh's Corner over at Disneyland in the new
Oh,
Bayou country.
oh, I see.
And hello, Erica. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, this just baffles me. It's like where did the imagination go? I just feel like every time we turn around and they have something new at Disneyland, or not just here, but in Florida or the other theme parks, other than Tokyo, there's just no major imagination going on to, compensate for what they should be doing.
I love your idea of the stay hydrated because I was thinking of a tree trunk with, um, a hive and flowers because
Right?
they need water and the pollen to pollinate to make the honey. So you would have all the elements coming out of like a tree trunk, and then it would kind of make sense. That would be super cute, by the way.
Oh yeah. But I feel like they're just trying to do the least amount of work to say, okay, we did something.
Yeah, yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm not looking forward to Lewis's Critter Club. It's going to be interesting to see what they turn that into because I don't know Lewis's Critter Club, and it's the store right next to Pooh's Corner, so I, it'll be interesting to see what they do. But I think that's going to be a disappointment and a letdown as well.
Lewis is that.
Yeah, so instead of the Critter Co-op, you have Lewis's Critter Club. That's what it's called.
That almost sounds as bad as I think they were going to have, like some kind of raise hats or something like that.
Oh,
And it's
raised
just like, well,
berets. Mm-hmm.
raised berets. It's like one, raised dead. Two, no one in New Orleans has ever worn berets. So again, those people who went to New Orleans, I think they just stayed at the Four Seasons or the Ritz Carlton Hotel, went into Jackson Square for like 5 minutes and left because there's hardly anything from the culture of New Orleans that is in this, and when they do it, it's done very, very,
Mm-hmm.
very badly. And like you were saying, Barry, it's like with Imagineering, there used to be a lot of work and a lot of forethought and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
discarded ideas was like, nah, that's not going to work. That doesn't work for this. With Imagineering, you get, an emotional reaction on purpose of like, wow, how did they do that? And just you just get immersed so quickly because it hits on so many different levels on purpose to make you wonder what kind of magic did they do to pull this off. It was very purposeful. And like you're saying, it's like now it's like, we just slap that on it, and that'll be enough, and then we'll charge you 30% more than
Well, there
Same.
used to be a reason and purpose behind everything Imagineering did, and now it's just like, well, we need to do this, we need that. It almost feels like now they go, okay, well, we just don't have the budget like we had thought about originally, so we'll do this instead, and everything just keeps getting dumbed down more and more and more to the point where it's like, okay, this is a shell of what you guys promised us, and this is what we're getting now, and I'm not saying that everything is horrible, just that lately things like Tiana's Palace. I like Tiana's Palace. They did a pretty good job over at Disneyland. But then you look at some of the other things they're working on. You're just kind of like, really, that's it. Even the Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree looks good. I think it's going to be great. So not everything is horrible, but they're just not doing a great job as a whole at the moment for Imagineers.
Yeah, I agree. It's like when I go into, like, say, when I'm at Epcot and I'm at the Connections eatery, it looks like one big giant cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that really says Imagineering. It looks like something that you would see on like Apple's campus or something like that. Go over to the Magic Kingdom and walk into the Columbia Harbor House. Immediately, it feels like some kind of sleepy place in New England with all the carvings and everything. It looks like you're in like the
Mm-hmm.
1700s. You go into the Pinocchio Village house, which is probably the only place in the Magic Kingdom where the pizza actually tastes like pizza. You go there and you go inside, and they've got artwork from Pinocchio. They've even got, statues in some of the dining areas to recreate the scenes. Even the chairs are carved, and it just looks like this quaint little Italian village somewhere. You don't feel like
Mm-hmm.
you're in Walt Disney World. You feel like you're somewhere else.
Right.
And I dare say they had less money then when they put these things together than than they do now. If you adjust for inflation, it's really really sad to see. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out at Disneyland in comparison to in
Right.
comparison to the uh, epic fail that's happened over here at Disney World with this. Big time Myrtle Beach to Orlando. Hello, my dear. Says hope all is well. Lorena, long week at the golf course. So that sounds like a ton of fun. One thing Universal does so much better than Disney is providing water. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Going into the restaurants, or even not even the restaurants, just to do a better job of reminding people, hey, you can go anywhere within the park and get water. Another thing with, not that it's water hydration, but with soda, I always tell people one of the things, at least at Universal, you can go buy a freestyle cup, pay for, either one day or two, cheaper if you get for 2 days, to fill it up. And there's all these freestyle stations around the park, which is really, really good.
Right.
Hmm.
So you don't have to stay at one of the resorts to get a resort mug. It's like you're in the park. Guess what? Buy a freestyle cup, and you can load on up. So glad you're here, Big Time Myrtle Beach. I see you killing it over there on your channel with those live streams. Make sure you go check out Big Time Myrtle Beach's channel. Okay, so let's see. There's one uh, more thing that I want to show you before we get to the hurricane type of stuff, and this is actually Universal Universal related. Universal's new Skyward Traffic Circle might be the most innovative part of Epic Universe, and this is coming from Universal Parks News Today website. I'm very familiar with this traffic circle. If you are driving down from Universal, if you go on Kirkman and you're going down Kirkman, they kind of had to divert it a little bit from Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin, you make the wrong turn, they have to, flop you on back around. And let's see. Oh, cool! I see Barry's note back there. Okay, cool. Thank you. We're going to use that. Um, you used to get routed on Sand Lake Road, right along where Epic Universe is being is being built. I see Erica's face right now. It's like light bulb
I
and no
didn't even.
ad comes.
That was like pure reaction. I was even trying. It just came.
But you would go down Sand Lake Boulevard, Sand Lake Road, which is right here along the construction. And I want to say maybe about 3 weeks ago, I made the same turn, and I wasn't on Sand Lake Road. Actually got put up on this traffic circle. And it kind of freaked me out a little because I'm like, where am I going? Where am I going? Because I keep going up, 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 up. And I hadn't been in a traffic circle like this before because it is elevated. Like you come down Kirkman, darn it, wish I had up towards the middle of the circle. I'd never been on anything like this. before, and I will show you. I'm smart enough to find my pictures because I have my
And
pictures.
is this part of the freeway? It's kind of hard to see, but is this or is this part of the roads?
It's actually part of the road, so it's been under construction for quite some time. And some people were wondering, well, how are they going to get people from Universal Orlando to Epic Universe? And one of the things that I had said is that there's probably going to be a dedicated bus lane where you don't have to deal with the regular traffic to get to the park. And there is indeed a bus lane like that. There's a way that it goes actually back. It's like a back way that they go, and then they can go in this traffic circle. So it's pretty much, how would I say? Okay,
Like a roundabout?
it's a
Like
$50
around.
word, obfuscated, because if you're not looking for it, you're not going to find this. If you're
Mhm.
not heading to Sand Lake Road on purpose that far, you're not going to find this. It's not going to be advertised until, I would say, Epic Universe is open, and then people will actually know how to get there. Right now, there's all this construction that you see.
Mm.
You can't see it at all. But when it opens, there will be directions from the exit of Universal Orlando of being routed over to Epic Universe. So right now, only like locals and people who travel there regularly would know that this is there. But Erica, you're right. It is. It's like a roundabout, but it's an elevated roundabout.
Yeah.
And if it's kind
Like,
of like, well, why is that happening? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Barry.
No, I was gonna say we have something like that here in Long Beach, and it's a they call it the traffic circle, but it's not elevated like this one. So this is really kind of captured my attention because I'm like, okay, so it looks like the road's going to go underneath, and we're going to go on top, and then we're going to go this way. Okay, fine,
mhm.
neat.
I'm trying to figure out the direction of it in my head, and I'm coming up with nothing. And Europe is riddled with these roundabouts, but not on
Yes.
this scale. This is I'm having a hard time like piecing it to I see where the roads would kind of go under it, but I'm
Mhm.
trying to figure out if I'm driving down Kirkman, right?
Hmm.
And I'm like, like, is it that regular car traffic goes on top and around and the buses are going on the bottom?
That's a good question. So here, the giant elevated traffic circle near Epic Universe has begun to take shape, with Universal hoping the road improvements will improve traffic flow from the other theme parks. So one of the concerns people had was like, how are they going to handle, this traffic and
Mhm.
stuff going on? So this picture is courtesy of Bio Reconstruct. If you're not following him on
Mhm.
X, you need to. He gets
Yep.
great photos that
Mhm.
are aerial photos that are awesome. So here, the large raised circle is part of the road improvement and an extension of Kirkman Road, creating an easier connection between Epic Universe and the rest of Universal Orlando Resort. So when I'm leaving Universal and I go down Kirkman, it used to be that if you were going down on Kirkman Road too far the wrong way, you wind up on Lockheed Martin property and they route you back, which is why people don't usually go that way. But since Epic Universe is going to be there and they bought property from Lockheed Martin, that roadway, they kind of have like a side exit where you can get on a Sand Lake Road. And it was just a regular old left turn by the construction sign, and there you are, boom, on Sand Lake Road, and Epic Universe is on the other side. But now, when you drive down that way, you are put up onto this circle where literally you're driving and going up and up and up. Because I thought I was going the wrong way. I'm like, why am I going up? I'm supposed to be going flat. Why the heck am I? Why the heck am I going up on this roadway? And the cool thing that I found out. Um, let's see. Someone has a video here. where they did
Oh, like
this.
one of those. Oh, goody.
Yeah.
I was
So it's
hoping
like
somebody
a,
had
yeah, it's like
get
a
it.
roundabout.
Is just as terrible as I thought it might be. So right away, I'm really not sure what's going on with these pedestrian crossings. This is not how pedestrians are supposed to cross a roundabout, and I don't know who designed it like this,
You
but it
guys
looks
see
like
this?
something you would design in City
Mhm.
Skylines if you've never played
I can
City
hear.
Skylines before. There's no clear distinction as to where you need to actually yield or where the traffic in
I
the
hate
circle is supposed to
roundabouts.
be.
I've
It's
seen
funny
so
because you can
many
kind of
of
see how
them
this roundabout is
in
actually
like in
supposed to function
Germany and
just
in
based on the wear
England
marks on the
and
road,
in
but there's
New
nothing making
England
cars
here
physically follow this
in the
pattern. And
US.
looking on Street View, there's
And
not
there's a
even signs in
couple
the
where
median
I
that show that
live.
it's a one-way or
And
a
people get
roundabout.
to a
It's almost
roundabout
like
and they're
it's
like, I
functioning
don't know
more
where
as a
the heck I'm
rotary, but
going.
it's the size of
I
a
don't know what
I
to
roundabout.
do.
love them. I've gotten so used to
This
them
roundabout
now,
definitely needs
and
a
the
splitter island, which
traffic
splits off the
just
traffic going in and
flows
out of the
so
roundabout
much
and makes
better
it
than a
clear as to where
four-way
you're
stop.
actually supposed to be driving.
And
We'll
you don't have
also
to
add the
worry about
circle in the
people running
middle for the
stop
roundabout, and
signs.
obviously we'll fix the pedestrian
Hmm. Which
crossings
is
so
I
they'll
true.
actually
love it.
function as they should in a
But
roundabout, not
here,
crossing.
it's like if there's a roundabout, people are like, what the heck am I supposed? What the heck am I supposed to do?
Oh
They're like,
yeah, there's
I don't
one.
know. They're like, I don't know, because four-way. It's like
So
people could not figure out what a four-way stop is.
no, it's a risk to. I've known people getting killed at four-way stops, high schoolers, and it's sad, and the roundabout system really does work. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Once you're used to it, the
Mhm.
traffic just flows. But the key is you merge in to the circle and you use your blinker only when you're exiting the circle. That's how we're taught here in Germany to navigate the roundabouts.
Exactly. Exactly. Most of them in the US, they're kind of, how to put this? Well, New England, they've had plenty of them that have been there for I don't know how long, which freaked me out when I saw one. But with some Newark road construction, now they're putting these roundabouts out here, which is why one I ran into and like, what the heck? There did not used to be a roundabout here. People are like, what the? I'm used to it now, but it kind of like totally threw me off at first. Barry, is this true?
Into one lane that divides. These.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
So
Uh,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, it looks really cool and amazing. I think we're gonna have to wait until we see more of the, finished products before we, delve into what it is and how it's working. But hopefully they've thought this out well because it does look a little chaotic.
yeah, it does look that way. Changes to Kirkman 435 include simplifying its intersection with West Sand Lake Road because that's the crux of the issue. And when they started building Epic Universe, and I'm driving by on Sand Lake, I'm like, how the heck are they going to handle this influx of traffic with Epic Universe? So 435 is extended to the south, which they did, which is why they have this weird kind of turnoff now during construction, where it will have bus lanes in between the car lanes. Now, I've seen this at Walt Disney World. When you're driving around, there will be, the regular driving lanes, and then there will be exclusive bus only lanes. And I think I mentioned this in a previous live stream that I think this is what Universal is going to wind up doing, having dedicated bus lanes. So the guests will use the traffic circle to access Epic Universe via car. And the resort buses will use it to access bus only lanes between the new park and the rest of Universal Orlando Resort. So, what I'm going to show you guys right now, because I didn't know that I was on a traffic circle until I got there, and I'm like, where am I going? Where the heck am I going? And then I'm like, oh, this is pretty freaking cool. So while you're driving up on this traffic circle, what you're actually going to get is a somewhat bird's eye view of Epic Universe. So what you see now, and I took this at the stop sign where I'm on the top of that traffic circle, heading towards Sand Lake Road. There's Helios. So you get to see Helios Hotel, you get to see parts of the theme park itself because it's kind of like this exciting view of the park that you're actually going to go like you're on your way to like you're on the way to visit. You kind of feel like the Griswolds when they were going to Wally World.
I get that vibe.
This is
I didn't.
exactly that vibe.
So then it's already open because the picture you showed before didn't look like it was quite open on top yet.
No, it's more of like a yeah, it gives the impression that it's not open. You're right, Barry Place. It gives the impression that it's not open. But the truth of the matter is, yes, it is. I sent these pictures to WDW Pro, I want to say like about a week ago or so, because I was just like, it's freaking open. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, it's actually open. I was stunned and I'm taking pictures because it looks so cool when you
You need cameras on your dash, you know, and
Yeah.
like as you're driving, so we
I
can
do.
see, you know.
Yeah,
I
for your
do. I'm
drive-by.
actually I'm actually getting a new attachment apparently for my car. Most of them do not. Most of the dash ones don't work
Mm.
because it's some kind of weird material where it's not plastic. You can't stick to it. It's like this fabric kind of thing. So it's like, okay, I have to get a new one so I can get more drive-by video because I did not expect to get routed this way. And then when I did, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's wider lanes how they did it. So that's another thing. There are
Nice.
more lanes. Sand Lake, I think, is only two in each direction, but I want to say this is about 3 to 4 lanes, and it directs the traffic very, very efficiently to get you over there. It's the actual switch over, they're still doing the construction for that. But like I said, if you were not a local, you would not know where this was right now. And since I go this way all the time, and they finally shifted this was like, wow, I was like, I cannot believe how cool that is. So yeah, you get to see the whole park before you go back down the traffic circle and
Yep.
onto Santa Road.
That definitely builds the excitement and everything because, like, oh, and it's kind of the same way when you go to Disneyland and you're heading over to Mickey and Friends and you can see the backside of, Galaxy's Edge and you're starting to come over and you're like, oh, that's part of the park. That's so cool. So this will be the same type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. We need a worldwide theme park tour. I wish that would totally be a blast. So yeah, it's from what I've been able to see with the traffic improvements, Universal has thought this out extremely well. And this raised traffic circle, I've I can't say I've never seen anything like it because with a lot of the Florida Turnpike construction, there are some raised off ramps, a lot of raised off ramps. So let's see, go and Shogi. How long did it take to build that roundabout? Because LA has been expanding for the 5 of the last 10 years. I want to say they started working on it. When did I move here? 2021. I moved here. There was construction going on around this area. I didn't know it was Epic Universe for like 6 months, and I've been driving by the construction site and couldn't figure out why. I'm like, why are they moving all this dirt and everything around? So they've been working on it, I want to say, for probably the past 3 years. But it's like they were working on the traffic circle at the same time that they were working on Epic Universe, so they were kind of doing it um, in parallel. And Epic Universe is scheduled to open next year. I
I
want to say
know. We're already
May
planning.
next year. So that's like
Exciting.
what, 4 years.
I'm planning for fall next year because I want to be home for the Halloween season. Be nice to spend that season with family.
Yeah, I don't know what bonus they are paying their construction people, but this stuff is I cannot believe how fast it's going up. Helios Hotel, you can see there's like like all the panels and everything, the glass panels up at the top, that roundabout, that's where the 360 bar is going to be. Again, just great anticipation how they put forethought into this. So like with Disney, you go in, you see the traffic, the traffic, not traffic, but the toll plaza. When you go in, it's like, yeah, you're kind of used to seeing that, but this is like you go up, you get to see all of Epic Universe before you descend into it. So it's really, really, really cool. Hey, Albert Rodriguez. Yes, I am safe. Thank you so very much, so very much. So, speaking of safe, first of all, 22 of you folks in here. So thank you so very much for being here. Let's see. We are going to talk about hurricanes in Florida.
Mm.
And of course, Erica's familiar with hurricanes in Florida. I'm familiar
Mhm.
with hurricanes in Florida. However, there seems to be surprise on the part of a lot of tourists when they come to Florida in summer and all of a sudden there's a hurricane. Well, here's the secret a lot of people don't really realize or don't really pay attention to is that summertime is the prime time for Florida to get hurricanes and tropical storms and all of that nasty weather that can happen. And oh, thank you, Go and Shogi. Thank you for gifting that membership. I sure appreciate that. You sure appreciate that. And Be Our Geist got that membership. So that is awesome. Make sure you tell Go and Shogi. Thank you. Yes, please do hit that like button if you haven't already, because that like button, of course, lets YouTube know you guys like this type of material. Hey, Jeremy. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. But yeah, lots of people kind of get here. They're at the parks, and then all of a sudden they hear a hurricane is coming, and it's just like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So I'll ask Barry Place, and I'll ask Erica, have either of you been to a Disney park when there's a hurricane, or I guess on the West Coast, that would be a typhoon?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because living in Florida as a Floridian, you kind of know in advance, you know, what days to go to a theme park and when not to. So as a Floridian, you kind of have that advantage where the tourists, they're having to really plan out and they're taking a risk and a chance. Where us folk from Tampa, you know, are like, we literally look outside, look at the news. Yeah, we could go today, you know, it'll be all right. Or, you know, I think we're good. It's a decent theme park day. It's like, but the tourists don't have really that luxury. So they're really having to plan out and plan ahead around the what ifs if they're coming out during hurricane season. Um,
Well, I have not had the pleasure of being out there during the hurricane. The funny thing is, in 2014 and in 2022, both times we were leaving the Florida area because a hurricane was coming in, or a severe tropical storm. So I haven't had the pleasure of actually having to go through any of that. But the ironic thing is, your weather over there is way more severe when it comes to like the hurricanes and tropical storms. But when it comes over here in California, it's crazy now. And theme parks are starting to do this, and it's really driving nuts. But like Six Flags and Knott's Berry Farm, they will literally shut down for the whole entire day if it's going to be a storm that day. And it's like, they never did that before. What's going on? And like I said, our storms are nothing compared to the tropical storms or hurricanes you have over there. So it's kind of weird that they would shut down, the theme parks the way they do over here.
Yeah, that is one thing I definitely noticed when I was living on the West Coast. It's like a little bit of rain and people start freaking out. I'm like, what? It's just rain.
Yeah, they
It's
never did
just
that before. But I do get their point, because typically Six Flags and the Cedar Fair parks like Knott's Berry Farm, now it's Six Flags Entertainment, they typically have more extreme roller coasters, and so you're not going to be running those or having people on the rides typically when it's raining. I get that. Compared to like Disneyland, has a lot of indoor rides. However, it's really disappointing to see that, oh, we're going to shut everything down, even if it's only going to rain for, half the day or something.
Yeah, that's something else. That's just something that I had noticed when I lived in LA. It's like if there was a little bit of rain, nobody wanted to drive. And I loved it because there would be no one on the 405. But I'm just like, what's going on? But yeah, I didn't know that about Six Flags doing that.
And then meanwhile in Florida, we theme park in the rain. Just bring your rain ponchos.
Bring your umbrella.
That's
You always got
actually
umbrellas.
growing up there. I liked it when it rained because everybody left and the lines would die down. So to me, a rainy day is a good day for a theme park. I mean, the humidity is kind of a pain to deal with, and you get kind of hot under the collar with your poncho on. But I mean, and you just kind of learn to live with it and kind of deal with it. But usually it's those afternoon showers and it clears out. But for a hurricane, I do have some tips on what, at least from the perspective of Floridian, the different levels, how we view the severity of, the hurricanes. So like a tropical storm, yeah, you can grill outside, have family over. Category 1, same thing. Just a little windier, kind of a pain in your rear. Cat 2, yeah, it's a little bit more severe. You might prep a little bit, but no need to go out and freak out and get water and all this stuff. Cat 3, yeah, you start to worry. That's when the concern is there. Like, okay. You take more precautions. Cat 4 and 5, you better have an insurance policy and an exit plan, and you better get the hell out of Dodge. That's pretty much that's how our family is always gauged.
You're pretty much right with that. Erica's pretty much right on with Floridians or with people who live here, who are experienced here. Anything below a Cat 4, we're really not too super concerned about. It's just like,
It just depends on the area where you live too. Like if you you're in an area where it floods, I mean, you pretty much know what to do.
Right. That's
if you're in an
different.
area where you lose power, you kind of know what to expect and you're prepared for it. Like my parents are down in Bradenton, so they lost power for about a day and a half. Meanwhile, I have a sister in Davenport, didn't phase her, and a sister in Ruskin, didn't phase her either. Like they weren't hit with any issues. But my parents were hit with, not having electricity, but they were kind of prepared, for that anyways, and had flashlights and stuff.
Yeah, even for me, personally, it's like I have a solar powered generator, so it's like I have that. We have extra camping like lanterns in case. Actually have one in like each room in case like power goes out, so we have like those. There's like a closet like full of water, non-perishable food, stuff like that you just kind of have on hand. But you're right, depending on where you are. If you're on the coast,
oh, forget it. That's you cannot pay, I cannot pay me to live on any. I don't know why people think it is the most wonderful, luxurious idea to live on a body of water. As a Floridian, no, you could not pay me enough to live on any body of water because of the hurricanes. Plus, I don't pay for the insurance.
No, if you want a really good idea of how do you want to say dangerous? Or here's the thing. So, of course, if any of you have done a Disney cruise and you've taken the Disney bus out to Port Canaveral, okay, once you start getting out that way, start noticing how low the land is and how you see people just literally pulled over to the side of the road and boom, there's water, a ton of water. You
Mm-hmm.
go over another bridge, I think over in the Atlantic, or I think, forget which
Mm-hmm.
one, but you're going over all of these like bridges over water, and you see the beach, and of course you see you see the cruise terminals, and you see all of that water. When there's a hurricane that's coming,
Oh, it comes
there's
up
usually
and over.
one way out. Pay attention to the signs that say hurricane evacuation route. Okay, those things get really crowded, and when that water like whips up, it's insane. Back in the day, and I wish Tom F was still here. He'll probably make a comment. When I was a research assistant out at the Kennedy Space Center, I saw some wild weather with
Mm-hmm.
like the water going over the causeway. It's
Like
nuts. So
big
those
waves.
low lying, yes,
Mm-hmm.
crazy water, and the weather can shift, especially with the hurricanes, very,
Yeah.
very quickly. But one of the good things about being in the Orlando area is because we are inland. And that's
Mm-hmm.
one of the reasons why Walt Disney picked this particular area to build his park, because it was insulated and kind of on the inside
Yep.
between, about 50 miles or so from each coast. Anytime a hurricane hits land, the hurricane immediately starts
Yep.
to lose power because it's not traveling over warm water. You
Yeah.
still have wind hazards. That's
Mm-hmm.
still up there, but it's not. A hurricane will hit Tampa or like say St. Petersburg much
Yeah.
differently than it
Mm-hmm.
will once it tries to get inland. So from this last hurricane that was here that came by, we had high winds, and they were very noticeable. Professor X likes to go out on his catio on the regular. He's like a dog if I don't have the door open, so he can go out on the screened in catio. He heard all that wind. He did not go out there.
Oh.
Literally, he came running in, and he was just like, I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there.
Oh
It's
my.
crazy. So we did have, high winds and all that stuff going on. Some of the like out at the outlet mall, the Vineland outlet mall was out there. They were taking down like the outside signs, and they were
Mm-hmm.
shutting down early. But out of all the places to be, the resorts, and especially I'll talk about the Disney resorts because I have been at a Disney resort for hurricanes and also a tropical storm that did not want to leave.
Which one was that?
I'm forgetting, was it 2005? I think.
Oh man, that
I
was a
think I was
long time
there.
ago.
It
Oh,
was a
we were
really
in
long
Japan.
time ago with that one. With that one. I was there for a more recent hurricane, but the weird thing about this thing is that the tropical storm, I thought it was going to be a hurricane. It hit Orlando. It went back out to the Atlantic, and then it came back.
I have a
So
vague memory of this, how it came and came back.
for
Man,
3 days, this storm hung around, mostly close to 4, because
That's
at Disney
crazy.
they were like, "Oh, it's okay. It's fine. Nothing had changed." And there was all this rain, and of course they have like the little rain parade that they have. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like this
no.
impromptu parade, and the cast members are out in like raincoats, and oh, this is great, splish splash. How long can this rain last? And it's kind of cute, but after like 3 days, no,
Yeah,
no.
you're over it. Yeah. Where's the
People were
sun? I'm in
over it.
Florida.
There
Yeah.
was flooding. You couldn't go swimming. You couldn't do it. It was just absolutely miserable. So that was a little different, but still, it's just like the storm that wouldn't leave. And then with hurricanes that come in, I've been there when it's been like about a cat 3 hurricane. most of the resorts are basically built to withstand, I believe, a Cat 4 hurricane. So if you are on Walt Disney World property, you're actually pretty safe. You just kind of like hunker down during the storms. But the main thing is, or the main decision that you have to make is, are you going to stay or
Yeah.
are you going to leave? That's the main thing. One of the things that Disney does is they will give discounts usually during this time of year, but people don't realize that it's hurricane season. And when hurricanes are coming and flights start getting canceled, you have to decide earlier than not if you're going to stay, if you are going to go. And my advice is, and I tell people to build this into your budget, cash to stay an extra 2 days in the Orlando area if there is a hurricane, because hotels will open up additional rooms where you can stay. Because I'll tell you right now, Orlando International Airport is not a fun place to be if there's
I
a
hate that
storm
place.
that's incoming. It is Orlando International. I think that's probably my third least favorite airport. First least, the airport I hate the most is LAX. Second one would be Heathrow Airport in London. I can't stand it. I can't.
Oh, I challenge you to
I,
come to Frankfurt. That one
I've
I
been to
hate.
I've been to
I
Frankfurt.
hate
I've been
that
to Frankfurt.
airport. I hate it.
I hate Heathrow and
I
LAX
can't
way
figure it
more than
out.
I hate Frankfurt. I don't know. Frankfurt just seemed kind of
I get lost every time. It doesn't matter. I've been out here 11
really.
years. I hate with a passion Frankfurt. I just we have
When
to deal with it. There's no other way.
if you're flying to the U.S., do they still put you in a little bus and drive you out to the tarmac, and they
It
have
depends on
the
who you're flying with.
German state
Depends on
police?
where you're going to be in this. It's not even an airport. It's just this massive, never-ending city of an airport, and we get lost. It doesn't. When I tell you we get lost. Finding the parking garage to find our car. Oh, I am not going to miss that when we move back to the States. We will not miss it.
Well, I had somebody drop me off at the the Frankfurt airport, but I will say it runs a lot smoother than LAX. Does it get very humid after a hurricane goes through? It depends. This hurricane, it was it was still pretty humid. Hurricane Ian was very scary. Not only was it not humid at all after it left, but it looked like the sky was actually bluer when it was gone. I don't want to say, well, I will say it was like a hurricane of biblical proportions. I'd never seen anything like it at all. I found out what retention ponds were made for, because they look like rivers by the time, by the time it was done. It was crazy. But I will say, at Walt Disney World, you were absolutely it is. It's the worst. It's the worst airport. It's so bad that if I can fly into Burbank Airport, I will try. I don't care. If I have a layover, I don't care. I will go to Burbank or Orange County instead. Usually Burbank. I'll do Burbank. I like Burbank Airport. It's
I've
small.
only flown through LAX once, and it's been so long. It's kind of like I don't really recall if I hated it or liked it. It was I had no experience with flying, so to me it was like, oh, so this is what flying is like. Okay, this is how you navigate an airport. Okay.
It is
Oh, I had
LAX.
I had to
Oh, go
pick
ahead,
up friends
Barry.
from LAX last week, and it was not fun. It was like driving around over and over, and I'm just picking up. I'm not even inside the airport. But I will say, I agree. If you can fly to John Wayne Airport in Orange County, so much better. Even if you have to do the connections are terrible because obviously you have a layover of about an hour and a half, 2 hours or more. But it makes it so much easier to get in and out of that airport so much faster.
Yeah, that one, and also Burbank at I think it's still, or did they change from Bob Hope Airport? But yeah, Burbank. It's like I can fly to Burbank and get in. I say Burbank because I used to live near there, so like I know where to go. Easy to get in, easy to get out. But LAX, I had people visit. I'm just like, look, I am not coming to the gate. And it's like the Indy 500 trying to drive around there and get people. And God forbid if you got to go by the international terminal. No, 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 no.
That's where we went.
Oh no, you're not late, Marilyn. You're here exactly when you guys intend to be here. So that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Taking off from John Wayne Airport is fun. Oh yeah, I've heard stories. But at Walt Disney World, the hotels are made to withstand like about a Cat 4 hurricane. So I would say that at Disney, the best hotels to stay in are the ones where you don't have to go outside. It's like the Wilderness Lodge, like the Animal Kingdom Lodge. What else? The Contemporary is one. You don't have to go outside. Everything is contained inside. All the other hotels, for the most part, especially the Polynesian, I remember having to run in between longhouses, and you start to figure out real fast how to go through those longhouses and get where you want to go. If it's raining, but for the most part, Disney makes it a really pleasurable experience. Cast members coming through make sure everyone's okay. I have seen characters kind of just show up out of nowhere in some of the resorts to kind of keep the kids entertained. Some of the dining options usually aren't available, but they usually will have something else. Like if the quick service isn't open, they'll have like some grab and go options, like bag lunches or food to take with you, or there'll be like a set menu, like a mini menu of things that you can get. Something as simple as towels. Oh my gosh, I freaking love this. At the All Star, I love this. I love this. Look at this.
They do the movie on the lawn inside. That's cute.
That is pretty cool.
I like that. They even have Max. So yeah, and this is so cool. They do these little things, keep the kids occupied. And adults, just like there's towels everywhere. There's extra things that are going on that they wouldn't normally do. So they take care of the guests really, really well. You're pretty much, you're safe there. Usually with the parks being closed, or we'll say reduced capacity, but with all that rain, you're not really wanting to go to the parks. Let's see. Marilyn says, I was at All Star Movies during a tropical storm. Not fun walking to the food court. No. But the cast members were great. They had bag food. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. They'll have like the little grab and go things. Sometimes they might have, and I think it was I want to say it was at Pop Century. Was it Pop Century? I think it was Pop Century. Yeah, it's a Pop Century. They had like little goodie bags of treats. Like instead of just like your Rice Krispie treat, they had like a Rice Krispie treat, a Mickey bar, and something else, and it was all tied together, and just really cool things.
One of my sweet tooth is really kicking in right now.
Which one?
My sweet tooth. I'm sitting here thinking about Publix cake and Rice Krispie treats.
Oh my gosh. I'm just like, if I was a kid, I'm like, yeah, what rain? I'm going to grab that and then go over there. And like these little areas where they have like the TVs for like little kids to sit and just sit and watch. It's great fun. What's going on at Disney? I'm here at Universal waiting for the mega movie parade. Oh, enjoy. I'm just talking about how to survive a hurricane if you're at the parks, especially the Disney parks, as that's where most of my experiences from. Go and Shogi for $4.99 says, do all the hotel guests descend on the quick service in the hotels at the same time, or do they organize it? There's only one spot in some hotels. Yes. You know what? I would say at peak times they will. Um, it's not like a mad rush, but during your regular, I would say your established dining times, yeah, they will. There's a lot of them that'll come down there and come in and do that.
Would mobile ordering still be a thing? I guess it would depend. I guess it would depend if, like, I'm thinking like contemporary, because they have what is it? The steakhouse, Steak 71, is it?
Steakhouse 71?
Yeah. There were times where they had like a limited menu. I mean, we weren't there during, a hurricane or anything. I was just wondering if maybe even if it's a limited menu, maybe mobile ordering, that would kind of organize it in a way. Just, I'm guessing. I don't know.
It's possible. Has anybody been? I would probably say recently, if anybody's been and they've either modified the mobile ordering or they've shut it down altogether. That's a good question. That's a very good question.
We need Ron. Where's Ron? Ron, get on here.
Yeah, go on it, Ron.
Ron could not be here today, unfortunately.
I'll have to ask him. Thank you for that $4.99 super chat. Go and Shogi. I sure do appreciate that. Outside, even without hurricanes, because I do this all the time. If it's like raining really, really, really hard, and that's a nasty storm, and I'm at the Magic Kingdom, I will crash at the Polynesian. And the cool thing is about that is whether you're a hotel guest or you're just a day guest, taking shelter there, the cast members treat you the same. So it's really cool how they do that.
Hotels have really nice snack areas, all the sweets and treats. I told Raph, I said, next time we stay at a Disney hotel, I'm going to base it off of who's got the best snacks. Like the largest option of snacks. That's how I'm going to base my next hotel. We love snacks. Like, it's kind of a problem in this family.
Oh, I absolutely, I love snacks. And if I crash the Polynesian, which is what I usually do, I call it, oh yeah, I'm the hotel crasher, which I do.
Oh, they got that chocolate covered bacon and the chocolate covered strawberries, and they got cupcakes. Yeah, I eyeballed all that.
They used to have, the grown up grilled cheese, all of that stuff. But basically, yeah, I would say in a nutshell, and
Uh-oh, we lost her. And I can't hear you, Barry.
Sorry, I had myself muted just for a sec there.
I'm like, oh no, we died.
We lost Lorena. Now I can't hear Bob. Oh man, that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, but I've never had a chance to actually stay there during a hurricane, and I'm kind of glad that I haven't. Although it sounds like that is the perfect place to be if you have to, stay in the hotels. It sounds like the cast members do a good job of, taking care of the guests, and so does Disney. So I don't think I'd ever want to be there during a hurricane, but if I had to.
We were there on our second honeymoon because we renewed our vows in 2012, and it was at our 10-year mark. So we really splurged, and we stayed at the not the yacht club, the one next door. I mean, the beach and yacht club. We went to the beach side, and it poured on one of the days that we were there. And I mean, it was one of those hard rains where you're out. If you step out, you're drenched in like 2 seconds. And so I went to the counter and I was like, we were headed to Epcot because you could walk to Epcot from the hotel. And the poor
Mhm.
cast member was like, I'm so sorry about the weather. I'm like, it's not your fault. So, but now we just don't know what to do with ourselves. We were just looking forward to going out for a walk and got downstairs, and it was just this massive downpour. Well, um, we kind of hung around the lobby for a little bit, but then we decided to go back up into the room. And in that time, I'm assuming it was the girl we spoke to behind the counter. We went up to the room and they had chocolate truffles and a white Mickey Mouse, like 3D, with a
What?
card on the bed. And
Wow,
it was
that is
the
pretty awesome.
sweetest thing ever. I was like, "Oh my gosh, we got pixie dusted." So we stayed, had some chocolate, just kinda chilled in the room until until the rain just kinda, but yeah, they'll, pixie dust you too, and of course,
Mhm.
they knew we were, like, honeymooning too, so I guess the whole chocolate thing was
Oh, that is so cool. I
but
love
it
it
was just
when it doesn't matter if you're at, Disneyland on an airplane, wherever you happen to be, Walt Disney World, and when the, employees do something like special like that, it just makes the experience so much better. It's awesome. So Lorena says she needs to reboot her computer real quick, so we're gonna hold down
yeah.
the fort for her while she comes back. But you know what? I think we were actually gonna switch over to talk about like Halloween decorations. So let's talk about that real quick because I'm gonna have to take off shortly after that, and I know you love talking about Halloween decorations as
Yes,
well.
I love
I'm actually
Halloween.
I don't know about you, but I'm working on my Halloween decorations. I'm not quite finished. I need like, I don't know, probably the rest of this weekend and maybe another
Yeah,
day or two to try to
I need a
work on that because
hacksaw.
hacksaw.
Yeah,
What are
yeah, I
you
have
doing that you need a hacksaw?
oh, I have this massive project. I bought one of these, have you ever seen, 2023 last year, they came out with it's called the Huntleys animated 3D head?
Yes.
Okay, well, the hack, you can, pull the head apart and the internal projector, there's a mini USB port, and you can delete the files and load your own files. So I
Oh,
have one with Madame Leota's face,
that's cool.
and then I have another one with Atmos effects.
Yes. Oh, yes. I've got those as well.
No, I know I have a whole like library of them. So I put the portrait of the pretty lady.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she's like a bride or not really, and her face like kind of and
Troops. Yeah.
and
Mm.
droops, and then she comes back to life. So I have that face on one of the projectors on our the plastic projector thing, and I have it all hooked up to one of those mannequin stands that seamstresses use. So the build is a bride, a haunted mansion bride,
Wow.
and I
That's pretty cool.
attach it to a swing, a baby swing that sways. So she's like floating, but I cannot get that head secured onto, and I need a hacksaw to
Just,
to narrow down the neck so I can attach the freaking thing to the
oh,
body
geez.
of this man. And yeah, and I don't know how to use one of those. So I'm like, well, I'm going to lose a finger this year.
You're like, hubby, I need you real quick.
Oh, he don't either. We're both going to
No, he
lose fingers.
doesn't. Oh, that's not good. So I usually do a haunted mansion theme in my house, but I always add a few other things too. So
That's what
I
we do.
have replicas of the tombstones and the pillars for the haunted
Sorry,
mansion, as well as is Lorena back?
There she is.
sorry, I don't know what is happening, but my
The hitchhiking ghost
uh
snatched you.
yeah, I don't know. My PC here's looking at me like, no, I don't want to show your camera right now. I don't love you, but that's okay. I'll
Oh,
just be I'll just be an avatar. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry that flipping happened. But so what are you
so
guys talking about?
well, we
We
just we
switched to
just
Halloween.
yeah, we switched to Halloween real quick because I can't stay too much longer. But I wanted to show
Please
what I
do.
do here at my house. So I've got a
Oh, please
little.
come to me and help me build that.
I got the Haunted Mansion Cemetery sign. I also have the grave digger. Obviously,
I wanted
he's
him
right
last
next to me.
year.
I've got replicas of the Haunted Mansion tombstones, obviously,
Oh,
and
that's
then
so
I've got the hitchhiking
pretty.
ghosts, and hopefully we'll. I've also got singing pumpkins that are over there. I've got the werewolf in the background. I know that the werewolf and I've got a witch doesn't really fit the Haunted Mansion theme, but I've got obviously a few things to add to it, so it's not all Haunted Mansion. But
You have a
I
nice
have.
yard.
Thank you. Actually, that's my neighbor's yard in the
Oh.
background that has nothing. my yard's off to the left here. But I tried to make it very atmospheric. I've got lights all over the tombstones. It's really cool. Let's fast forward just a little bit. Obviously I've got a dog. I don't have a howling wolf like they do in the Haunted Mansion, but that's the closest thing I've got. Obviously I do have the Jack Skellington heads.
I've made that.
Yeah, those are cool. And then I've got the portraits, the hanging portraits on my garage. So my garage goes up. They go up as well, which is kind of cool. I also have some really cool flame blue lights that are there. And then let's fast forward just a little bit. Let's see. I do have a plaque of the Haunted Mansion that I actually used to put on my front door, but it's I don't know why, but it doesn't turn out real well. So I bought this and I was trying to adjust it here while I was on my live stream, but I actually have the Haunted Mansion, projection sign with some ghosts off to the left-hand side there, which is kind of cool. Then obviously, we've got our dearly departed brother Dave. He chased a bear into a cave and all those cool little tombstones. I think the coolest thing though is this. I have singing pumpkins that I've built a little shrine around, and with some man-eating plants around it. And so they actually will sing, and this right here is the ghost host sound. So
my gosh.
Actually, let me see if we can.
Oh, you got the clock in the back. I want to see it.
That is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight.
Okay, where and how? Real quick.
Yeah.
It's
like,
I mean,
this is
where did you
amazing.
get the projection? I
Yeah,
can sync.
so
I think I got it in terms of syncing the audio. It's the projection. Where did you get it from?
Now, as they say.
So I got this from the Singing Pumpkins. It's a website you can go to, and actually you have to purchase the MP3s before. So you have to purchase the MP3s and then email them to the guy, and then he actually sends them to you all together. But he does the ghost host. I have I probably have like 40 different animations. So and you probably have.
Website.
Let me go to my. Hold on.
Does he also do Nightmare Before Christmas? Doesn't he have like a whole he's got Monster Mash and
yes, he has that too. So let me see here.
Thriller.
I'm going to let me go to my Singing Pumpkin. So right now for my Halloween setup, I've got Ghost Host. This is Halloween, Double Trouble, Shake Your Bones. I've got different jokes. I've got the Oogie Boogie song, which is exclusive. He only sells like one time a year. Devil Went Down to Georgia. I Put a Spell on You. Nightmare on My Street. Ghostbusters. Never Ending Story. Yo Ho Ho. Thriller. Time Warp.
Yeah, I think this is
okay. You said Thriller.
Yeah,
I need that.
It's very cool. And you know what? The animation for Thriller is pretty cool because at the end, the two pumpkins on the side there, they actually turn into zombies. And then the Vincent Price character looks like this one in the middle right now, which is really cool. But let me see, because there's some other animations they put on here.
There are several
here we go. Watch.
Who have retired here.
So these are the prominent ghosts
crypts all over the world.
And you can see the.
Oh, that's me talking now.
Have the names of all the different,
I was explaining that.
Little potted plants on either side. It looks very nice. And I have a Nightmare Before Christmas display. I mix in.
So one thing I don't have on here that I added last year is I have the following bus from the Haunted Mansion, and they're usually behind the man-eating plants. So
I have miniature ones of the the headset.
Yeah. So this is kind of what I do. There's a lot more to it, and I've added more stuff this year. I've got some new cauldrons next to my witch, and one has the animated. Oh, there's a thriller right there. You see the pumpkins and how they.
Oh, I love
Okay.
it. Love it.
So do you have 2 projectors, or is it all on one, or do
So
you
I
have 3
have a total of
projectors?
3, but no, this is just one right here for the pumpkins. Just one.
Yeah.
hmm But I have a total of 3. But yeah, so I'm adding some new stuff here. Oh, there's my hitchhiking ghost right there. You can see,
Ah, I've been
which are
eyeballing
kind
those
of
Etsy
cool.
for
I got
years.
Madden
I just can't
Leota.
get him here.
Yeah.
I have to use a projection because I can't get him any other way. There's no way that's going to ship to Germany.
No,
Too
not at all. And then,
expensive.
of course, you can see the Haunted Mansion pillars with the gargoyles on them. So I've got quite a bit. It doesn't look like a lot, but it is. But I have more that I've kind of, I'm putting up and around. And I've rearranged some of my decorations this year. So the hitchhiking ghosts are not there anymore. But yeah, that's kind of what I do for Halloween. So
I need a shopping list
Oh,
and and a
I'm over here
contact list.
taking notes on sticky notes.
Oh, because
Yeah.
that looks absolutely fabulous. Very place.
Thank you.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Well, I will be doing a live stream. So once I get everything set up, probably in the next week and a half or so, I'll do another live stream to show everyone what I've done for this year and some of the things I've added or changed. Obviously, I'm limited on my electrical, so there's a few things I may have to leave out this year that I, had put up last year, but it should be really cool all over. So I hope you guys will be able to join. If you can't, catch a replay.
Yes.
I know a lot of the people who are watching Lorena today follow me also on my social media channels, which I'm going to talk about real quick because I actually need to get going because I got to get ready for my.
Please do.
So I hate to leave early, everyone, but I've got to take my daughter to ice skating lessons. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. But you can follow me at BerryPlace28 on all my social media channels. I usually go live on YouTube all the time. I will be at Not Scary Farm tomorrow night if you want to join me, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you can join me there. And but I'm typically usually at Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, and every once in a while we'll be at SeaWorld, and I'll be at Hollow Scream with the family probably in the next week or two. So definitely come hang out with us. And thank you for letting me join today, Erica and Lorena. It was a pleasure. And I hope you guys have a great day.
You too,
Well,
Barry.
thank you, Barry.
Oh, I
Thank
wanna
you
pick
so
your brain
much for
so
hanging
bad.
out with us. I know I'm like, man, I'm slacking on my Haunted Mansion stuff.
Well,
But folks, I will have a link to Barry's social, so you can get a link to his channel, and more importantly, a link to that awesome video of the God tier Haunted Mansion stuff he's got at his house.
yep. Yeah, definitely. I'll send you some links if you want those too. So
Yes, please.
all right. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye. Oh, that
Oh,
is
man.
so. I'm just like,
I'm over
what
here
you
looking at
mean,
my
not a lot of
house.
stuff.
I'm like, I gotta get to work. Oh, I really need that hacksaw. Jeez, this is really like, I'm so behind on everything because I need certain tools, and I can't get a wig to fit on that. And these infernal plastic head projection things are huge, and I can't get a stand. Do
Really?
wigs come in extra large? 'Cause
They
I really have a
don't,
hard time fitting.
but I am thinking, well, first of all, thank you, Barry. You so did not have to do that, but thank you
Oh,
so very much for sharing the love. Gifted
that's so sweet.
10 Reina Creole memberships. Thank you so much, my dear, for sharing the love like that. Memberships, you guys get like extra videos, live streams, gaming streams, all kinds of cool stuff. So enjoy, and please do, if you got gifted one from Barry, please make sure that you tell him thank you. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Membership bomb on the way out. Yep.
Yeah, we are so fortunate to have Barry Place on the channel, dropping his knowledge. Sure to appreciate that. Again, go and check out his channel. I'll have the link to that when the live stream is over, so you guys can go over that way. Palisades Parketeer, I did see you pop in. Says I was at Walt Disney World during a hurricane once. The year they had 4 hurricanes. Whoo, that one was crazy. Staying at Pop Century, I stayed inside until the wind was greatly diminished. Got free movies on the resort channel.
Yeah.
That is so cool to find out. Pop Century is like my favorite. Okay, well, second favorite because they built Art of Animation, but they're right there next to each other. So the whole Pop Century Art of Animation compound, especially the 70s building with the Mickey phone on the outside, that's my favorite building over at the Pop
Think
Century.
food was really good in those, and one of them.
They were good in both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Art of Animation, their food court is newer,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still good. The food court at both of those I've enjoyed. That's why I like staying there because you get 2 food courts,
Mm-hmm.
and you can go from one to the other. The food has consistently been good there. There's a reason why if there's a discount that's given, Pop Century and Art of Animation will sell out first.
Oh, okay.
And especially with Skyliner access. So you have access to Epcot and to the studios. But before the Skyliner was even there, on my budget boards, when I used to be on the budget boards for Disney planning, that was like the place to go, specifically because of the food options. You could go from Art of Animation's food court. I think it's Landscape of Flavors. It's so good. You could go to the other one, as well. So it was flipping awesome. So 32 of you folks in here, thank you so very much. I apologize that my little computer does not like my camera, and this is pretty much a subliminal message to finish building that darn gaming PC. Yeah, I'm working on that. So what we're going to get to is to our next thing, and this is probably going to be an ongoing segment because Erica and I love to shop. I forgot to say.
What you
And
got? What you got?
I know a lot of you love Loungefly bags. Of course, Loungefly doesn't just have bags. They've got outfits. They've got all kinds of stuff for so many fandoms. And first of all, thank you, Elisa, for gifting that one Reina Creole membership. Thank you so much, my dear, for sharing the love. Appreciate that. Appreciate it so much. Loungefly is what I would say is probably one of your best values of swag to pick up because of first of all how they're designed. They put a lot of detail into this, and yes, they are addictive. I own 7 of them.
Oof, I haven't even started yet, but once that cherry pop, God help me.
I got, you know what? It all started as soon as I moved down here, and I went to my first trip to Walt Disney World as a local, and the first thing that I saw was a Yoda Loungefly bag, and it was the last one left, and I grabbed it, and people were giving me the side eye because they're like, we can't find it. But they're limited edition, and there are bags Loungefly bags you can get in the park, which is true. However, if you buy them from individual sites, you will usually get a larger selection, and there are discounts that you can get. So one of the first things, and the sites that I'm going to show you are sites that I have all personally bought things from. So, of course, Loungefly, this is their official site. So you can go, oh Lord, look at this Haunted Mansion.
I have not seen that yet.
We're going to click this. We're going to click this.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, they have, let's see, is this a wallet?
I don't know. That's really cute. It is. It's a zip. Oh, it comes in a tuck. Oh my God.
This is what I'm talking about. Okay, this type of stuff. Loungefly, which their studio is, I believe it's in believe it's in Burbank. They have all of these pop culture licenses,
I
include.
have
Oh my
something
god,
similar
I'm
to that,
done.
but is
I'm
that a
done.
card holder for
Yes,
your? Oh my god!
yes. This is the back. It's got the wallpaper design. You've
I can
got
put euro
Constance on
coins
the
on the side.
front, and it's a zipper on the side, which is that's new. I don't remember the zipper. The zippered pocket. That's new. I have one of
So
these
you
that didn't have a zipper pocket.
in one, and then have your. Oh, that's so. But does it have a long strap? You can like wear it like.
No, this
No
is
matter. I
just to
got one. I can.
hold your. This one is just to hold your card. So there's a couple of bags here. So this one, limited edition Haunted Mansion, the Black Widow Ride cosplay mini backpack. You cannot buy this in the park. I have not seen this
And it was.
uh, in the park.
Oh, it's so
Yes,
cute.
yes. It goes in the dark. It goes in the dark. The zipper charm. Look, look. Even the hatchet. Even the hatchet glows. Even the hatchet glows. Oh my gosh. This is and like the side candles.
like-
Right there. She's got these. Oh my gosh. Yep. Till death do us.
Ooh, sorry, I got it.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are
See, here's
fantastic.
a problem. Here's a problem with this. So, you got the hatchet there, you got the roses there, and yeah, it's just so funny. Fire Streak Rodimus Prime says, I hear a distant sound as if a million credit cards were crying out in pain and then silence. Yes.
I'm trying to pay
Lounge.
one off.
Yeah, Loungefly is addictive. Very addictive, and the resale value. Just go look at eBay. That's all
Oh, I
I'm
know.
gonna say.
I'll find one I like and I'll go to buy it, but then I'm too late. They'll sell out. So I'll
Mhm.
go on eBay and it's like double the price. And I'm like,
Yes.
no, I'll just wait for another cute one to come out. 'Cause I'm hanging out with them all the time. It's like buying a computer, buying a Loungefly. They're every day. I swear there's new ones coming out every 5 minutes, it seems like.
There's so many of them that come out. And yes, Chef Nation, good morning, beautiful people. Let's raise our wands to Dame Maggie Smith. Yeah, that's oh, that hit me. That hit me so hard. Some of these actors that we've grown up.
I know. And she was my
watching.
favorite.
I loved her. When I heard she was going to be in the Harry Potter movie, I'm like, okay, now you have my attention. Dame Maggie Smith is going to be in the film, and I think I saw on X that yesterday some folks went over to Hogwarts Castle over in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and they were raising their wands in honor of Dame Maggie Smith. They did that. I know. That scene always gets me, and I have to catch up with Downtown Abbey. I've heard such good things about it. I just haven't had the time to watch.
That was my favorite role she did. The lines that I don't know if it was improv or what, but she had the funniest comebacks. Oh, I watched the show mostly for her character than anything else.
Mm-hmm. There's just something about her that's just amazing. And go watch the movie Hook. That's almost I watch the movie.
That was my first encounter with her because I was about I want to say 7th grade, 6th, 7th grade, and the movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember really liking her on screen. And then from that point on, I didn't know her name until years later. The cute old lady who played on.
You know her.
Yeah, and finally I eventually figured out who she was. But yeah, that was my first encounter with her was Hook. Yeah, when she played Wendy.
Mm-hmm. She was like perfect. I absolutely loved her in that. Let's see. I didn't think about that. Yeah, a cute bridal shower gift.
Especially the bride that got a gothic side. Oh, you just gave me. Sorry.
And now that I think about it, isn't there one for, you know what? They probably have the Corpse Bride too, but
Oh, don't say that.
yeah, they do. They do. I know they do.
Ooh,
That's the wallpaper,
that's
gargoyle
nice.
wallpaper one.
The
These I
plaque.
have not seen. Oh, here's one. Here's a crossbody bag with a coin bag in it. Look at it. It just
Oh,
strikes 13.
and oh, I like that. It's got the little. Mm.
Look at that.
See, that looks comfortable to wear. The crossbody. That wouldn't hurt my back after.
Hmm.
I wonder how big it is, like in terms of, like, could I fit most of what I?
Um, with the crossbody bags they're a good size from the
It looks
ones
like
that I've seen. Oh Lord, and
how
of
many
course glows
gloves.
in the dark.
Gosh, they
Of
all
course,
glow in the dark.
so of course, so of course.
Gosh,
I'm
that's
so
amazing.
happy my mom isn't watching the stream. Oh my gosh, yeah, I do. They are so talented with the amount of stuff. Bride portrait lentic. Oh, wait a minute. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And
Cute.
get look, and his head disappears. Just like in the movie. Okay. Wow.
I would love to make an actual portrait that has a disappearing head of a groom, like how they have in the attic scene.
Mm-hmm.
I think I found somebody online who did it, but the build was so complex. I was like, yeah, no, it's beyond my skill level. I don't have the patience for all for all that.
I'm just not artsy, so I'm like, I know it could not be.
I'd pay
Could
someone to
not
do it. I have to
be
save
me.
some money up. Those people on
Look
Etsy
at
can get
this.
really, expensive, but
Oh,
man, they have talent on Etsy.
I have seen some of the best mini ears that I've seen have come from Etsy.
Mhm.
You know, oh, dude, I am on a first name basis with my UPS delivery guy. Literally, I am. It's crazy.
Yeah, tell them to get the money in the backyard. Because today we were home, but they didn't bother ringing the doorbell, and they walked all the way around the house and dropped off my delivery in the backyard. I said, "Oh, finally, he learned to drop it off in the backyard, not send me 20 minutes down the road to pick it up at one of your pickup locations."
Mine, he'll be. I can tell when he's not working because if I have a package dropped off and they can't freaking find it, I know it's not him. It's like, yeah, wasn't working that day. Here's one that I think I'm gonna wait until the sucker goes on sale, but I still want it. It's a crossbody bag, and they've done this design with the Disney princess books that sold out.
That'd be cute for a darky
So
one.
this, look at this, and they even have. Do they have the library card part in here? They do.
Oh, cute. So is
So it
each
shows.
little book its own separate compartment?
Mhm.
Did I see that right? See, oh man, that's actually
Let's
convenient.
see. No, they're all stitched together, but it zips open in the top.
Okay, I see it now.
So it's not like an Indo. Wait. Okay, no, it's not because I see it's only got one zipper, two-way zipper this way, and zip
Mhm.
out, and on the inside, the
Okay.
outside flap, it has like the library card thing. So I that's such a cool detail. I gotta go from tempted to buy. Yeah, this is the enablement stream. I'll say that much. It's the totally enablement stream. Yeah, so they have so much. So you will see Loungefly items in at Universal, also at Walt Disney World, but those will usually be exclusives to those parks. I'm the kind of
Mhm.
person where I don't want the same thing that everybody else has.
It's
So
that
a
too.
good way
Everyone
of
buys parks. I'm like, go to Hot Topic, go to Lunchbox. They got some really cute, unique ones that you don't see in the parks. Oh
No,
no.
I
Is that
didn't see
Oh,
this.
how adorable. And it's gingerbread. I'm not a big fan of Stitch, but that's really cute. I
This is
love a
so
gingerbread theme for Christmas.
cute. I love this. So
Adorable.
this is the crossbody bag with coin bag embossing. That's so cute. I mean, you can get there's so many here, and I literally stalk this site. So if you want to know what's coming soon, well, there's the pre-order. That's the one you can always check. So the pre-orders, these are the ones where there's a date where you can pre-order it, and then the estimated ship date. I will advise you that if there's anything that is a pre-order, I would not go past an estimated ship date of the 1st of November. And this is why Loungefly site gets slammed.
Oh.
And I have seen them have issues with delivering by Christmas if that's what you're looking to do. So if you are trying to get a Loungefly bag by Christmas, and if it's a pre-order, I wouldn't make sure that pre-order is no later than the beginning of November. That's just my advice. Hopefully they've upped their game with respect to fulfillment, but that's been my experience. Yes, Ghostbusters. This is a Ghostbusters trap crossbody bag with coin bag in it. The coins you've got, like, the different some of the monsters that are there that you can put in there. So yes, that's Ghostbusters one that they have. Ooh, I love Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty. Here's a Jack Skellington one. There's one there. There's a Minnie Mouse one with ornaments in it. This one, I might have to
That's
get this
adorable.
one. I have not seen this one. Santa suit cosplay mini backpack. I love this. This is so cool. It's got like
Oh, how pretty. I love that.
that's cute. I didn't get a Christmas bag last year. I passed. I passed. I'm like, no, I don't need to get one this year. Although it'll be between that and the Grinch. Like usually the stuff from
Mhm.
Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I love that one.
I want a Mario Brothers one.
Oh, you know
I
what?
want it,
I think they got one of those. I think they got one of those too.
especially for when
I
like
think
Epic Universe opens. I want to go all out with Mario Brothers for Nintendo Land.
oh, that'd be flipping awesome. Yeah, they have so many bags. So if you want to know what's coming, you can follow Loungefly on X, on Instagram, stalk their pre-order or coming soon pages to find out what's coming out. Now, if you've got a tight budget, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people do, Box Lunch is one of my favorite sites to go. Erica said that like
Yeah,
yes.
because I bought my nieces their lounge flies from Lunchbox because it was cheaper, and I got them really cute ones.
Yes. They not only do they have them cheaper, but they also, oh my gosh, look at they have that's our universe.
Bluey.
I'm looking at Bluey and I'm like flipping out. They have exclusives as well, and then also have sales. Now, some sales may not apply to all Loungefly bags, so you have to take a look around. But when they have super sales on Loungefly bags, those things go fast.
This is great
They
if you want to
really.
buy for multiple kids in your family. I have, hang on, let me count them. 8 nieces and nephews. Yeah.
Woo!
And then 3 grandkids. So, yeah.
Darth Vader helmet convertible.
Oh,
What?
that's cool.
That's so cool. That's so
And it's a
freaking cool.
backpack. I thought it was a crossbody.
It is. It's a convertible
Oh, okay. I
crossbody.
see it. I
So
see
if
it
you
now.
don't want to wear it, like a
Yeah.
crossbody, then you can wear it as a backpack. That's a style that they've just started doing recently. I've seen them do it with tote bags.
Mhm. I love tote bags. That's the hobo and the totes are my two favorite styles.
Hmm. They're so darn cool. Do they have Star Trek? That's a
Good
good
question.
question. I think
I haven't noticed, but I
I
haven't
would
looked
think that
either.
they do, because Loungefly seems to have freaking everything. But yeah, I just took a look and I didn't see Star Trek. Comcast is probably
I mean, they even
like,
have
nah,
the
y'all
little
can't
like
have it.
they're not no, they're not Sanrio. Like the Star Twins. Have you seen that? It looks like Sanrio, but
I
it's not.
have, I
I
have.
got my older niece one of those launch flies, and the other one I got her Tinkerbell because she looks just like Tinkerbell.
Hey,
There was a
Slytherin Hobbit. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, Tinkerbell bags. That's another one. If you see it, you have to grab it.
oh, I know they go quick. I know.
They go so quick. I have a Tinkerbell bag that I got. It took me, I think, 2 months to get it. It was a box lunch exclusive, and it has like Tinkerbell wings. And every time I go out with that bag, people like flip out. They're like, the hardest thing to tell people in the parks is when they see your bag and they compliment you on your bag, and the next question is, where did you buy it in the park? And you have to say no, I didn't
No, I
buy
didn't
it in
get it
the
in the
park.
park.
But I had told someone, I said, I was like, do you have a rental car, your own car? They're like, yes. I said, go to Box Lunch in the Florida Mall and you will find more Loungefly bags. More Loungefly bags there. So hope you're doing good, Slytherin Hobbit. Hope Nuance Hobbit is doing well and growing well. Hi, Going
Bye,
Shogi.
going Shogi.
This one I'm scared of because this one
Oh,
it
wow.
spins around so you can see, it's like a carousel thing that's going around. Again, another Box Lunch exclusive. I haven't seen it at the one in the Florida Mall yet. I keep stalking it, so probably when it's ready for pickup in 5 to 10 days. I didn't need to see that. I live close to a Box Lunch, so another way to save money is they'll do a free ship to store, and they're very, very good with this. It's a very, very seamless process. Last time I went to pick up a bag that I ordered from Camera Girl, but I also got one of these, which I flippin' love. Okay, these will save your life.
I
This
was
is
gonna say, look,
1990.
it looks
Hmm?
really like convenient. All the compartments and things like
It
easy
is.
to grab stuff, you know.
It is. I have this one. I have this exact one. And the cool thing about it is, yeah, it's all these pockets, zip compartments, so I can put like my keys and stuff in, water bottles and stuff like that. And the cool thing is, once you have everything in these little pockets, if you're switching to another bag, you just pop this out and put it in the other bag.
Oh no.
Yes.
So it's like a bag organizer on top of being a bag. It's a
Yes.
2-in-1. Oh my
Two in one. So that's like the front part, and then there's the back part. It's got it's so many little
wow.
pockets and stuff where you can put stuff in. So I have like the Ziploc bags, a little tiny snack size or like the
Mhm.
quart size, and I put everything in there, and then I put them in these pocketed sections. And the reason why is, if your bag gets flagged by Disney security and they go in your bag, they don't have to mess up anything. They can just take this out.
Yeah.
You see nothing's in the bottom, and they can go through everything and it's not messed up. So I would highly suggest. I've only seen them. Oh, it's buy one, get one, 50%
Only
off.
20 bucks.
That's the other thing. You can
And
pick
it's only 20 bucks.
yeah.
You can
And
get two of them.
they are so worth it.
Mm.
Slytherin Hobbit says, I love box lunch. I can't go often because I end up spending too much.
Mhm.
LOL. Girl, me too. Although lately I'm trying, I got box lunch money that I can use next month. So I'm saving it for my birthday. So usually when I go in the box lunch, it's just to take pictures and video, pictures and video for you guys.
I love their buttery, smooth pajama pants, and they have it in every theme, like the old school Care Bears, old school strawberry shortcake. But they're like $30 for these things. Oh, so I always walk away because I'm like, I'm not spending $30 on a pair of pajama pants, but they're so freaking cute.
Oh my gosh, they are,
so
and it's just like they're so soft. I'm like, I want this, I want this, I want this. Although, I'll take that back. Last time I was at Box Lunch, I did buy something. It was something that I'd been saving for. I got a figure of Daki from Demon Slayer. Yeah, I had to. I'd pass that sucker by for like a couple of months. And then I dropped back in the Box Lunch. And not only did they have it, but I had a 25% off coupon from Box Lunch. So definitely get on their mailing list, because you will get these like, hey, 20% off, or heads up on 70% off sales or stuff like that. So it's a great way to pick up merchandise, especially Loungefly stuff, and other things that you like. That organizer, I've never seen it before, and that organizer is just, if there's something definitely worth picking up, and you've got these Loungefly bags. Oh, this is new. That's from our universe. So it's got Mickey on it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you cannot go wrong with Hello Kitty. I buy so much Hello Kitty stuff. I'm just like, I can't help it. Can't help it, because I've had so much Hello Kitty stuff since I was a kid. Oh my gosh. No.
Oh my gosh, my nieces would love that. Oh, how adorable! They're ice skating.
I'm done.
Oh my gosh, that's so freaking cute.
This is what I love. This
ears.
Does this remind you of Twice Upon a Christmas? I'm looking. Oh my gosh,
it's so whimsical. That blue.
It comes with ears.
The puppy ears. Oh, that's what that. Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad my camera's not on right now. There's an attachment, and there's a couple of styles that are like this.
Ears. I thought it was just part of the bag.
No.
Oh, that's cute.
It's ears.
Oh my god, it's got a tote bag.
Yeah, the tote bag. The tote bag is the one I have an alert on, because it's a convertible tote bag. So it's got the backpack strap. So I've been trying to find a Loungefly bag that's big enough, so when I go to the parks, it's like it can, hold my gimbal, hold like my water, all this, other stuff, instead of like overpacking. One of the bags, girl, yes, that was my bag.
So the whole bundle is $99.
No, that's just showing the whole collection, because there's a whole collection. I know you guys got it. Let's see here now. Loungefly Disney. Okay, let's see here. So if they don't, y'all don't have it here.
What was that?
Ooh, mini pearl ears. That's an exclusive. See, this is what I'm talking about. Box Lunch will have all these exclusive little tiny bags, but I am going to find this. I'm going to find this tote bag, because this tote bag, oh, here it is. This tote bag, I have an alert on this sucker, which probably means I should probably order it. But yeah, it's the winter scene. It's got the little, look at that.
Oh, it's got a matching hoodie.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. It's got a matching.
Is it just me, or does he? You can strap it on like a backpack to your back.
Yes.
Am I seeing that right?
Yes, you are seeing that right. This is why I put this. There's a SpongeBob one, and I was just like, well, I don't think I want a SpongeBob one. But then I saw this one, and yes, there's the straps, so you can wear it um, like a backpack. Yep.
Oh, that is.
This is
My God, this is
I
not
already
good.
told some friends. I
I'm
said
still.
this is my birthday present, y'all. I said this one I had to have because it's so functional, and I love Christmas all year round.
Oh, I love the color. I'm not
But
usually one to wear colors like that for Christmas, but it's so pretty with them ice skating in the
Mhm.
snow. Oh my God.
I'm such a sucker for this. It's so cute. It's
It
so
makes me want to
absolutely
do
cute.
blue and like white for Christmas decorating this year. I really don't need to buy any more decorations. Golly, my
That's
color palette changes every year for Christmas.
really. Yeah, I
Oh,
kind of
every year
switch
is different.
between Victorian Christmas, where it's like, the greens, the golds,
I
and the
love
reds,
Victorian.
and what I call, like, I don't know, electro Christmas, where I have like silver and teal and iridescent and like pink, and I don't know, maybe that's
I've
Hollywood
done
Christmas. I
pink,
don't
like
know.
a pink mauve and silver, and I've done like the red and green, the more
Hmm.
traditional. And every year I got more Halloween decor than Christmas, but my Christmas stuff is definitely getting my ornaments stash is getting bigger and bigger. And it's bulbs. I have a thing for bulbs. Like bad.
I,
I love Christmas
well,
bulbs.
I do. I love them. There's a Goodwill near me, which this is one of the things about living somewhere where there's a lot of cast members. You can go to Goodwill and get like a whole lot of
Oh
stuff.
man. Okay,
That's
you
like,
haven't when you go to the antique Lakeland Mall,
hmm
when you walk all the way straight to the back of the store, you will find the Christmas trees they use at Disney Springs and around the resorts, like the real tall ones, and they're
oh god.
decorated. Oh yeah, they're there in the back of the store. And I
Ooh,
told Raph, it's a good thing we live overseas because we'd be hauling one of these home like right right now if we lived here.
that is going to be a
And they're
very
gorgeous.
interesting
They have the big
vlog.
wreaths that they have in the resorts. They have the bulbs they use around the parks and the
Oh
garland.
my
Sometimes you can find
gosh.
the garland. Oh yeah, it's like insane.
If they have the ones from the Polynesian, I'm done. It's done. No, why? It's so early in the day.
Why?
I
Because is
guess
it
the
the weather?
weather. It might. I guess the weather forecast. I guess
Is
is
it just
it really?
residuals from the storm?
That's kind of weird. Unless, wow, maybe it's the weather forecast. I don't know. That's kind of strange. But that's it. That's so disappointing when that parade gets canceled. I'm looking at the AccuWeather forecast like right now, and they may be preemptively canceling it because the parade is at like it's
Oh, I
6,
see.
right?
I see.
Rather,
Yeah,
yes.
lightning
Okay,
storm.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Forecasting. I'm just looking, and it just, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be. Man, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that because that parade is so much fun, like
I like
to
the Back to the
watch.
Future float. That's my favorite one.
And that one cool? One
Mhm.
side it has like the Twin Pines Mall, and on the other side it says Lone Pines Mall. it's it's such a cool one. Oh, that's right. Thank you. I forgot about that because of HHN. HHN looks like that's going to be a rain out tonight, but at least it's not a hurricane weather. That's
Mhm.
good to know because I didn't know it was at 2 because of HHN.
I guess it makes sense they would move it up.
Yeah, that's true because it's so popular. Thank you for that information because I kept thinking it was at 6, and then I forgot about HHN. Yeah, unfortunately, I had to reschedule my HHN stream because of the hurricane on Thursday. They said no, they canceled HHN, so I wasn't going. So next Thursday, I will be back at Halloween Horror Nights.
I did see that.
For
I
you
saw the
guys.
reschedule and I was like, yes, I can go one more time. On stream without getting
Well,
weird.
I have a multi-night pass,
Yeah.
so I'm planning on going every Thursday, including Halloween night. So
Oh, we
we're
had
gonna
a European vendor event, a bazaar on the flight line here. I couldn't vlog it because we were on the flight line, and that's like a big no-no to film or take pictures.
Mhm.
But they had Korean hot dogs, so I tried one just to see with all this. So the way I don't know how Universal makes theirs, but the squadron we went to that had the food tent, it was like a pancake batter and then dipped in like the oh gosh, forgot the name of that other dip, breading, not tempura. It starts with a P.
Panko?
Yeah, that, and then you add sugar on top. Is that anything like what how Universal makes theirs, or am I
Um,
describing something different?
with this one, they did use the batter, but instead of panko, they have like bugles. You know the bugles crunchy snack thing?
Oh,
So it's like crushed up bugles, and oh my gosh, it was so good. It
and this is
reminds me of like carnival food.
they had the option of crushed up the flaming Cheetos over it.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that would
I
work
didn't opt for
too.
that because I don't like that they burn me really bad on my tongue and my mouth, so I don't. But it was good. It was surprisingly different. It was like a sweet and savory. I'm hungry. I know I
It's
can talk
so
food too in
delicious.
Halloween.
So much food. I was just about to say I've actually made homemade flaming hot Cheeto chicken tenders. I've actually made
Oh
those
gosh.
at
Woo!
like at home, but I'll have to try it with the bugles now because I don't really like the bugles, but man, I like those as like a breading. They're really good. Okay,
I
now
like them good in a mix. Like I make a Halloween trail mix each year, and I put and they're really good. So I'll use that with popcorn, and then like M&Ms and the little teeny tiny mini Reese's Pieces,
ooh,
um,
yummy.
and I'll just mix it in like a bowl, set it out, like a little party mix.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like that. We're gonna have to. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to talk treats. We're gonna have to talk treats that you can make at home. But before I forget, because I see Slytherin Hobbits in the chat, I'm looking at this. This is pretty much kind of like this could be a really nice diaper bag. I'm just saying, since it's not on your shoulders and you can actually wear it. You can actually wear it on your
Now, if
back.
your baby like mine, they blew out their diapers every freaking diaper change.
Oh my gosh.
I literally had to pack half half of an entire like box of diapers because every time it was a blowout. And I don't know what it is about these two boys. Oh my gosh. And they would oh, okay, this one time when Christian was a newborn, we went to Penny's and he blew out his diaper. We went into the bathroom. And he's I went through 3 diapers in one diaper change because he yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh,
like, "Oh
there
my god, like, stop, child. I'm trying to change your freaking diaper."
there is nothing, I keep telling people this when you're going to the parks with kids, okay? It's always right before you're going to go on an attraction. Your kid decides
Mhm.
to blow their diaper out. I kid you.
So the diaper bags I always had to carry with us were, like, the largest ones I could find because I would
Mhm.
have to pack at least 5 outfits on top of the wipes and then the insane amount of diapers because I would literally just stack this big and just
Mm-hmm.
stuff it down the bag, and then their clothes, and then you got the formula and the whatever else that they need, and yeah, there was no such thing as a small diaper bag with these kids when they were babies.
Nah, nah. This it's like, yeah, but instead of like having, how the shoulder bag, because I that really got on my nerves. So at least with something like this, you have it like on your, on your back. So you
Mhm.
can kind of balance it, and it actually looks kind of it looks kind of cool. That gives me an idea for a video about when you're going to Disney. You have really really young kids and babies, because
Mhm.
yeah, I've been in that I've been in that situation.
I'll tell you what's
I'm gonna have to do
fascinating,
that.
strollers they have come out with nowadays compared to what we had in, like,
Oh yeah.
late '90s, early 2000s. Oh gosh, I love looking at strollers. They come out with the coolest strollers now.
Hmm.
Like,
I'm just like, wow, it's like a darn transformer. The way it folds up and everything. Oh, Nita, you know what? It doesn't matter. But I will say,
eating
with the
formula. They were
parks
newborns. Yeah,
and
just
the
and I
food,
wasn't breastfeeding either. It was just Enfamil or
hmm
what was the other one?
even if
Or
they get a mixture, if they have like both, like if they're like if it's like if it's breast milk and formula or both, yeah, it doesn't matter. They'll just do it. It's just for some reason they have the perfect timing to do that.
yeah,
So
my kids
I would
did. I
think
was
so.
just so I'm
Last
sorry.
one before I wrap up here, one more site that I have ordered from, and I
Oh,
love
this is
this.
new. Oh
I
god.
love this. Oh my
Like, I
gosh.
need another
This-
website to be introduced to.
If if there was a website that had all the stuff, like they got into my brain and said, "Hey, what do you want to take? What do you want to wear? You know, to a park and everything like that." Well, yeah, it's actually here. One of my favorite things is the fans that
Oh,
they
you did not
have.
just show me that.
Yeah, I did. I did. I did.
Oh my
I did.
gosh. Oh.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Granted, you can have the ones that are, battery powered and all that, but trust me, there's nothing like having one of these. So yes, they have the Rave fans. You can buy cheaper ones on Amazon, but these are actually nicer. So they between the fans, between let's see, where's my darn iridescent sneakers that I
Oh
saw
my
that
gosh.
they
I
had
have to show
over
this to my son's best friend because
there?
she would be
Truly
obsessed with all
plush
this.
slides. Okay, I'm gonna forget that I even looked at that. But
Oh
between
my
I
gosh.
love blingy sneakers. I
Speaking
mean,
of sneakers,
stuff.
I have a prescription I need to fill to get a mold of my feet because I have flat feet. So I'll have custom made inserts, but I can't buy shoes unless the insert fits into the shoe. That's what my doctor told me. I was like, well, so much for buying any shoe I want. She goes, no, you won't be able to buy any shoe you want because the insert would have to fit into the shoe. I was like, okay. Yeah, I welcome to the world of flat feet and back pain.
Mhm.
And for theme parking, that is important. I swear, I feel like I have bought every brand on the market, and it doesn't matter what I have purchased. My feet and my back it kills me in the parks. Um, so now I'm hoping I have a solution. I hope once I make the appointment and do this, I hope I'll last longer in the parks than what I have in the past.
Well, with these, and they're not, I don't think they're here, but there's another one that I have. It's iridescent. I actually saw them in darn creation shop, but they were platform sneakers with the nicest arch support. My only gripe is that I have a wide front foot, so it's kind of tight around the
Mhm.
front, but oh my gosh, they are so comfortable and they have such great arch support. So I love those platform sneakers, but they're just like they're kind of high. I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. My arches are feeling really, really, really good. And Nita says Brooks
Yeah.
Edition sneakers are amazing. Hey, Nita. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yes.
we bought a lot of Brooks in this family, especially when Ralph was active duty and he needed PT shoes. Every 6 months, we were buying him new running shoes, and it was the Brooks brand. That was the only brand he would buy for PT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They had another one to go on my list, but yeah, I have oh shoot, I'm kind of mad. My camera's not working, but I have purchased from LA Style Rush regularly. They're kind of niche, but they're my personality type of niche. Anytime I've worn something from LA Style Rush, I'll get stopped. I have the hologram bag here. I have this bag. I've worn it like out to death, to death with the zipper pulls. I need like new zipper pulls, but I have this one. You can only buy it here. LA Style Rush has exclusives, and this is one of them that I have. The holographic one here. Yes, I have the wallet as well. This one is a new one. Planet Mini UV. I didn't buy that one because I got the one all the way to the right. So I'm
Reminds me
like,
of
I don't need another one.
Got a K-pop vibe. The colors.
I love it. This one, I want this one too.
That's cute.
Yeah, check that out. And you can only get this one from again from LA Style Rush. There's a couple of other places you can get exclusive Loungefly stuff from, but I haven't ordered from them. So that's why I'm showing you guys places that I've ordered from, and I know how their fulfillment is. Box Lunch, their fulfillment is great. You can either get it shipped to you, or my favorite is getting it shipped to the store. Usually they'll give you a 25% off coupon on a future purchase, even just buying stuff from them. So yeah, I've seen them do that. That's why I like those. LA Style Rush. I forget what the minimum is for free shipping, but their shipping is very, very, very prompt. Ooh, why did I see this?
It's Ursula in both her forms.
Ooh,
That's different.
that is definitely different. Oh, I like that.
I wonder if they have the same thing with like Snow White, the witch, the stepmother, the queen.
That's a good point. I know it's $56.76. It's on sale. Look at
That's
that
not
one.
a bad deal.
Golden
And
Afternoon.
I love Alice in
Chernabog.
Wonderland. That's my other favorite. Alice in Wonderland and Tinkerbell.
They're so, oh my gosh, the Alice in Wonderland bag. Speaking of Loungefly, because Camera Girl bought a bag from them. It has the rabbit's watch. They made a bag of it.
I think I saw it at Box Lunch. It was in Ellington. I think I saw that one.
And it's so cool. So she's got it as like for part of her Alice in Wonderland cosplay. It's so cute. Hadn't heard of this store. Yeah, it's exclusively online. LA Style Rush. They're out in LA. Boutique boutique site. I'll put the link for it in the description box so you guys can have a reference to get them. But yeah, they have their exclusive too. Like this Dumbo one is exclusive. It's so cute.
I hate circuses. Dumbo's cute, but oh my gosh, the circus. No. It's just so ugly. It's just me. Oh, the Snoopy one's so freaking cute. I love Peanuts, the Peanuts gang and Snoopy.
They're cute. It's on sale for $51 too.
That's cute.
Yeah. One of the cool things about LA Style Rush is they will have their own private sales that'll go on at the same time. Like here's the lenticular one. Look at that. Look at this headband. It is on sale for $19.50. Okay, yeah, I might wind up getting this one.
Like
Usually
Dalmatians.
yes. Check it out. Check it out.
That's cute.
That's so
really cute.
Look at that. The Loungefly ears I find have much more how would I say, design flair.
Mm.
Lately, if I see Loungefly ears at the park, I want them. They're designed the way that they used to. It seems like with the ear designs at the parks, they're just like not, there's so many of them, they're just throwing them out
Mm.
there. But the Loungefly ones, they seem to have much more of a design flair to them
Yep.
and collectability because they're only out for a limited time in the
Are they
park.
comfortable? Are they different? Do they fit differently on the head than like the Disney made ones?
That's a good question.
I
That's
didn't know
a
if maybe
very
they were
good
more comfortable or
question.
not.
I would say they're about the same.
Same.
I would say they're about the same. I haven't noticed anything with like the Disney ones being less comfortable.
I only have 2 of them. I like the ones that wrap around and Velcro around the back because it doesn't hurt after so
Oh yeah,
long.
I've seen those
Keeps the
too.
back of your
Mhm.
ears. But
I've
then they're
seen
so
those too.
tall. Sometimes the ears like they'll bump up against things and it's kind of
Mhm.
embarrassing. Like, oops, sorry about my ears.
Yeah, that one's cute. Rock the Dots. That's on sale. Minnie Mouse Vacation Style Pool Ring Headband. That's on sale. So if you're looking for mini headbands to wear to the parks, Box Lunch has some, but LA Style Rush will actually carry the ones that say, Loungefly that have that. Oh
Yes,
Lord,
I
more
know. My
melody.
nieces are obsessed with Melody. That one right there with the Kuromi pumpkin. Yeah.
Oh
That
yeah.
right there is what my nieces would absolutely be like pining for if they were with me watching this.
I'm trying to ignore that I see this because I've seen so many cute Kuromi things. She's almost starting to replace, like this right here. I'm really trying not to get this one. Kuromi is like not replacing, but let's just say I love Hello Kitty, but I freaking love Kuromi.
Yeah. That's my nieces. They love Hello Kitty, but if you show them Kuromi, like they'll pick that over Hello Kitty. Or they'll want
get
both.
it.
Can I
Oh
have
my
both?
God. Oh,
No, you can have one.
you see this, right? Mini
Oh,
Rocks the Dot Sherpa tote bag.
I like how it looks kind of dapper for like Dapper Day. You could get a really cute
Yeah.
dress with the fluffy skirt and wear that bag with the ears.
Yes.
That would be really cute aesthetic.
Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, I love this. Look, it's got the little bow. It's got the little bow. It's so cute. I love that. Oh man. Yeah, this is LA. This is LA Style Rush. They have their own private sales as well that you won't see advertised. So their site, I like to Loungefly site, I'll go to see what's new and what's coming up. Box Lunch, I'll kind of see what their exclusives are. And then LA Style Rush is the third one that I'll go to. Box Lunch, they have a lot of things. LA Style Rush is, like I said, more niche. So this is more like niche, my type of style. So I know they're gonna have stuff here that I want that I don't need to spend money on. Oh, look at this. It's so cute. But anyway, definitely sign up for the mailing lists on all three of those sites, especially for Box Lunch for flash sales and discounts. Same for LA Style Rush for flash sales and discounts. So those are ways that you can get Loungefly bags for quite a nice discount. Loungefly will have sales too, but the latter two sites that I gave you, not very many people know about those sites to shop from. So that's a good way to give you an idea, finding out what's coming, and then find out how to get it for not as much money. And if you live near a Marshalls, I have started seeing Loungefly bags showing up in Marshalls.
Oh, geez. Wow. We have TK Maxx, which is the same company as TJ Maxx, but they call it TK Maxx out here. I'm wondering what's showing.
I would check there too, because they are the same company. They are definitely the same company. I came in late. Well, we're doing good. Earlier we talked about hurricane survival tips out at the Disney parks, Disney and Universal. We got to see Barry Place 28's beyond amazing haunted mansion decorations on his front lawn for Halloween. Definitely gonna need some notes and where he got stuff for that. Is so much stuff, and he tries to downplay it and says, "Well, I don't have a whole lot of stuff out." I'm like, dude, what else do you need? It looks amazing.
I love how everything's placed. His placement of everything is so pretty. It's just, oh gosh.
It's
I need to work on my display. It doesn't. I feel like mine looks like it's just thrown together compared to.
Mine.
I gotta go back to the drawing board here for
I'm gonna have to try. I'm going to try again. Try up. Alyssa 1225 says, "Oh boy, so many choices." Yeah, there's a lot that's out there, and you don't have to just go to one place. And that's kind of like the thing I want to emphasize. If you see, Loungefly bags at the parks, yeah, they have them at the parks. Most likely, everybody can get those bags at the parks, but you go to the websites and there's an even more selection that's out there, and you're not getting discounted Disney unless they put them on sale, or you're a cast member. But go to these sites and visit. Yes, that's
cheaper. Like at these websites and like places like Hot Topic and Box Lunch, like you can find Loungeflies like we were seeing for $56. Which isn't bad for a Loungefly. No.
And if you get like a 25% off coupon, 9 times out of 10, you can use it on a Loungefly. If it's a restriction on it, they'll tell you, because there's certain Loungefly bags they will not give you a discount on. But for the most part, you can. So that's another way to save money. I got to get addicted to Loungefly. Let me tell you, it's...
I'm afraid to start. I know that once I buy one, that's it. And I'm going to want another one and then another one. Oh.
And that's how it goes. Like I say, I do. I have 7 that I wound up accumulating. And then I have not bought... Okay, I take that back. I spent $25 and I bought a Loungefly bag from the Character Warehouse. Here's the thing about the Character Warehouse. You can only buy one.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you can only buy one Loungefly per person when you go. So one year,
and you give them the money.
Exactly. You take a friend, and you can do it, like that. But that's kind of like what you're limited to when you go. So if you go and there's more than one Loungefly, you need to settle on one, and settle on one fast, because the Loungefly bags are usually the first thing to go when you go to the Character Warehouse.
I want at least one Dooney and one Loungefly, but I have yet to, pull the trigger on either one.
That's why I haven't bought one yet. I always look at them with love, and then I leave. It's like it's like you have to settle on what's the one that I will wear until the straps fall off.
Yeah, because I'm not buying it if I'm not going to use it, Like I like to buy stuff I know I'm going to use, not just sit and collect dust.
Yeah, because I use mine and I rotate through several of mine. But I will say this much: if you wind up with an extra Loungefly bag, it is very easy to sell that sucker on eBay or Mercari or whatever, because they are limited edition. They're not open edition bags. So once they stop production on it, that's it. So yeah, They are an addiction.
Mm.
So if you're going to get one, you pretty much want to get the one that's in the pop culture niche or what appeals to you, because there's a lot of stuff out there. But if you get the one that appeals to you, you're going to use that a lot. And my
I think
sister did that
even
for her
even
son.
boys can wear these because they have like anime ones, and like
Yes.
it literally is unisex. Like I have friends that have gifted them to both their boys and their girls, and and they use them for sleepovers because they apparently you can fit quite a bit in them. They're the insides are pretty roomy.
Yeah, they are. I have a triple zip backpack, Loungefly backpack for My Hero Academia, and they have not uh, come out with that bag again. And I get
Oh
stopped
wow.
all the time. And whether you're a girl or you're a boy or whatever, both of them
Yep.
can wear that. So they're anime. Speaking of anime, shoot, I'm going to the anime convention down here
Oh.
in December,
Oh.
and they're probably going to have the freaking lounge flies.
Oh. Hey, are you gonna go to IAPA? They usually have it in November.
I don't think I'm going to be able to go to IAPA. I wish I could, but I don't. I don't think so. I think they stopped theme park bloggers from going. I'd never gone
I love
before, and I was
IAPA.
working last year.
I've never been to one, but I've seen them on YouTube, and oh gosh,
But they look
they got cool
great.
stuff.
They do. They have cool stuff. I'm going to the Holiday Matsuri, which is an anime convention. Oh my gosh, it's huge, and it's going to be out here December 20th through the 22nd.
Ooh,
I
that's
think.
right for Christmas. Wow.
Yeah, they always have it's on purpose. They have it right
Oh,
before Christmas. So some people usually stay through through to Christmas, and it's huge. It's going to be at the convention center, the Orange
I
County
should tell my
Convention
sister. I wonder if my sister, because her oldest daughter is like crazy into anime. Like she's reading books and she's already learned how to decode the Japanese alphabet. Or that's how into anime she is. So I'm wondering if
Center.
they're aware of this and if they're going.
I
Have to
don't
tell
know,
her.
definitely tell them.
And she's 16, so she's of age to really enjoy it. Actually, she'll be 17 this year. Oh my gosh.
I went, like I said, I went last year. I had no idea that I wanted to go, except that Camera Girl wanted to go. So I'm like, okay, fine, we'll go. And I went, and it was such a flipping blast. So much that they have going on here. And it's not just anime costumes as well. There's Star Trek, Star Wars, especially Star Wars, with like a holiday Christmas twist to it. It's a bunch of fun. It reminds me of what sci-fi conventions used to be, with just the amount of fun and stuff that's going on. So I know early bird tickets are still, let's see, they've got like the winter cosplay championship. So tickets, I know I got mine early. I think I paid $90 for 4-day ticket, but
Mhm.
they have levels of tickets. And this convention is so big. Last year they had it at the Marriott World Center, but they had to move it to the convention center, which makes
Oh
sense
wow.
because there's no room
Oh, cool.
at the convention dressed as Bellatrix. Yeah, they have Harry Potter. Everybody goes to this. It is, if you're in Orlando during this time, definitely check out the holiday Matsuri. It's so much fun. I had an absolute blast there. Yes, I will be live streaming while I'm at the Matsuri, because you gotta
Nice.
freaking see it. You have got to see it. It is so Much fun. So much
Oh,
fun. Great getting you in like the Christmas spirit. If you watch anime, you know anime, usually the anime always has a Christmas episode. There's always a Christmas episode that's in there, especially with My Hero Academia. That's my favorite. But they always have one. Yeah, Pikachu. Pikachu getting down. And I think the 501st, but 501st is there as well. Star Wars cosplay group. They're usually there. It is such a great time. So I can't wait to live stream that because I didn't last year because I didn't know what the heck I was getting into. But after I saw it, I'm like, this year, yeah, I definitely want to. There's so many other things besides Disney that are available for the holidays. So I'm kind of
mm.
pushing more into that this year, especially for those of you who may be going to Epic Universe next year and you want to bundle it.
Ooh, so
You
many
know,
themes.
yeah, so many stuff, so much stuff that's coming up. So that's going to wrap it up for the Resort Recon live stream this week. Thank you so much. We like going through theme park news and nerding out about all kinds of stuff. And yeah, we probably enabled some of you to go buy
I know.
Loungefly.
I am good at blowing your budget and your diet.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, man. It's all good. That's what we're here for. Erica, let the people know where they can find you and what you have coming up.
So you can find me at the @ symbol Erica dash Raff on YouTube. I haven't loaded any videos in a couple of weeks. We're kind of being lazy because of Halloween. But I do have some stuff up, and I really need to get on it and edit another behind the scenes Halloween footage that I got. It's so my uploads are coming very slowly because I am knee deep into my builds and DIYs and getting everything ready for our village Halloween, which is massive. But I have some stuff up. Go and enjoy, and please do subscribe because we really, really would like to get more subscribers.
Yes, please, please, please do subscribe to Erica and subscribe to their channel. I'm still loving the behind the scenes video that you have.
You're still watching you.
I freaking love that. I mean, I do. I love those like decorating types of things because it's like even if you're not in the parks, you can kind of like bring the parks to your
Yeah. And that's
your
kind of the
yeah.
mentality. Well, we've had to be in that mentality living overseas. Like we don't have the luxury of going to the parks so often when we lived in Florida. So we try to bring the parks here. And what's cool is that, we're in an American area and we'll have people stop by the house and they'll say, "Oh, this is so cool. It's like a piece of Disney is here," and I grew up going to Disneyland or Disney World. And it's cool to see people's faces and reactions because it's just a piece of America here, in some way. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so cool to do that. I mean, even regional wise, like I went to Michael's. I know I need to go away from there, but I was at Michael's and literally I found mermaid and pirate skeletons. So I am trying to recreate the scene in Pirates of the Caribbean with with the pirate skeletons, and they used to have a mermaid. The mermaid skeletons actually have shell bras and hair.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
So cool. I said only in Florida would they freaking do that. So yeah, I'm trying to do that, and I'm working. Of course, I'm like upgrading, my studio background. So I'm hoping to do a video for channel members about that. How I might put that together before I release it to the general public because it's a work in progress. For real, I found out I needed way more glitter rolls than
I like that roll. Is it wallpaper you got? That blue with the glitter on it? It's really pretty.
Yes.
It's like
Yes, it is.
just enough of both. It's not so glittery that your light is like, you're getting that flash. It doesn't have that, but you can see the sparkly, and the blue is a really pretty shade of blue.
Thank you. Thank you. There's even another blue that I wound up getting, which is like an
Oh
aqua
no.
one, but that's going to be like a
Oh, that's
do
really
like an
pretty.
accent one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have a crazy set by the time I'm done, but I'm so enjoying it. But yeah, please do subscribe to Eric and Ralph's channel. As for your girl, stream tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be watching John Carpenter's The Thing. Classic horror. Archive.org has a copy of it, so you guys can watch it for free over there. I'll have the link in the chat, so you can go to that and watch it for free. Because I can't show it. I can't show it with the complete video and audio on YouTube, or else they will yank us down. So that's why we have the old school throwback VHS / pay-per-view filter. That's why we show it on YouTube. But there's a timer that will show you where we are in the film, so you can sync your copy up to ours. So when Retro Nerd Girl and I are doing commentary, you know where we are in the film. So when there's a free copy, you guys can watch offline. We love doing that with you guys. So of course there's that. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, of course, welcome the Florida live stream, which I usually have with Culture Casino. So we've got that coming up. And I'm so way behind on videos and stuff like that that I need to get out. But I'm gonna try to get those out for you guys. So thank you guys so much. Yes, Monday I will be at the Magic Kingdom on Monday. Spooky Magic Monday for the Magic Kingdom. And I am actually going to bite the bullet and get the gargoyle diffuser.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes.
Where? Gargoyle diffuser?
At my favorite place, my favorite store, Memento Mori, which is right outside of the Haunted Mansion.
They have
a gargoyle diffuser. So I am actually going to get it and see how it works.
Like essential oils diffuser?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pick that up. I wasn't gonna pick anything up, but I saw that last week and I walked away and I thought about it. So yeah, I'm gonna.
I hope they're still there.
Yeah, I do. I hope so. But if it is, I'm gonna grab it. Thank you guys so much for being here. So appreciate your support and all that. You guys have an amazing rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. And we, of course, will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.